Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Rob Has a Podcast. But of course, Rob is away. He is dallying upon one of our many haunts with the I Stand Kagayan screening tonight. And while he is away, some spirits are here to possess the podcast in the form of a Halloween-themed Brant Steele. My name is Mike Bloom, though for tonight, I am dressed up in my best skateboard regalia. You can call me Mike Hawk, if you will. And that is, you could either take credit or blame for Derek for coming up with that very silly name. I'm the most underdressed, I think, of some of our compatriots tonight. As you are about to see, I am merely the master of ceremonies for what we are going to undergo this evening. A Brant Steele. For those that are not aware, just going back to the elementary side of things, Brant Steele is a website that runs simulations of Survivor and Big Brother seasons using really any cast that you want to. And then we've sort of upgraded the idea of the Brant Steele recently, put it into a new era, if you will, where we put people in the Brant Steele and we also have these people come on and try to role play these roles that essentially have been handed out for them. These people that you're about to be introduced to tonight, they have no idea what is in store for them. And neither do we know what's in store for us with some of these people. They're going to try to come on here, represent themselves to the best of their ability as they are at the whims of the AI, as we kind of all are nowadays. Now, there's a special twist to this one because, of course, we are in the spirit of spooky season, scary spooky season, as Genevieve would say. And so, everyone here tonight is in costume, but that is not all because everyone will not only be in costume, but they are playing Big Brother as their costumed characters. So they're not playing as themselves. They're not even themselves trying to fit the roles, the shoes that the AI is providing them. Instead, they're playing a character. It quite literally might be a hat on top of a hat. We are entering the Big Brother house, not only because it accommodates a bit of a smaller size, and we have a nice group tonight, a nice intimate group, but also simultaneously, look, it's been like a fortnight since we last talked about Big Brother. Basically, that sounds like enough time for people to be able to come back around and talk some more Big Brother. Will it match the chaos that Big Brother 26 has in store, which felt like a Brant Steele for basically 3 months? Only time will tell. We've decked out the house to look like its finest house of horrors, and by that I mean we did not exterminate at all, so it's just festooned with ants and perhaps some malevolent ghosts and spookies. Let's start welcoming in our cast, shall we? So, what's going to happen is I'm going to introduce each person one by one. They're going to come up here. They're going to let myself and the audience know by proxy what their costume is. And then we are going to let them into the house and see what happens to them. See who can walk away 750,000 BB bucks richer, I suppose. Let's start with a big one here. We'll start with this opener because this person's name is mentioned in an opener of a certain musical many a time. She'll explain more of that as we welcome to the literal stage here, of course, our international Survivor correspondent, Shannon Gus. Shannon, how are you?
I think you mean Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton, and there's a million things I haven't done. Just you wait, just you wait. There's gonna be a lot of rapping tonight. That's a spoiler alert.
Nothing Big Brother fans love more than contestants rapping. I know you don't know a lot about the show, but I can tell you that.
Well, yeah, I think people are gonna say to put down the mic, but I'm gonna be doing it nonstop. So that's what you got. Hamilton
Shannon, Halloween is all about facing what scares us most. And truly, I could think of nothing that frightens you more than the idea of having to engage with Big Brother more than you're basically forced to by proxy.
You're right. I mean, this is the scariest it gets for me. I think watching BB25, that was like a 4-month Halloween that felt like a 4-year Halloween, but I am excited to be here with you and the Band-Aid on your face for reasons.
I got hurt. I'm not the best skateboarder.
On your face? What happened?
Well, there's usually something that happens when you attempt skateboarding. You know, there's only one direction that gravity takes you typically.
some other people can skate, without gravity taking them. But I'm happy that you gave it a try. I'm happy to be here. This costume is very, very hot, but it's worth it for this.
It's very cold in the Big Brother house, so you're going to be very lucky that you have that. Shannon, I am so happy you did not throw away your shot to be here tonight. Best of luck, and we'll see you inside the house.
Thank you. See.
Okay, whoop, I cut her off by accident, much like Aaron Burr did. Spoiler alert. All right, let's welcome in next here, the one, the only, your source on all things Drag Race here on RHAP, Beth Dixon. Hi, Beth.
Hi, it's so good to be here. I'm Nicole Franzel, and so excited to come out of retirement and go ahead and play my favorite game, Big Brother.
Oh my God.
I know you're so shocked to see me, considering after I'm like the only 2-time winner because of the reindeer games that you're surprised to see me here. But you know what? I took a little break from the kids on Halloween and I'm just excited.
Yeah, Nicole, is it that you can only do holiday-themed Big Brother seasons now? Because you played 3 times on the show proper. You played on reindeer games. Is it only holiday editions of Big Brother?
Basically, yeah. So I already exhausted kind of like the Valentine's Day versions because, well, I had a couple of different showmances, but
a couple tries and a couple guys, I hear.
Hey, you know what? But it led to my victor, and I'm so excited about it. So here I am. I'm so excited to just, what am I winning for? Just a 3rd title? Is that what's going on? Or is this like for charity? Because I would still like a cut.
Yeah, well, the good news, Nicole, is that there's only 11 people you have to compete against this time. That's like twice the size of Ubley, Michigan. So I think you're in good hands here.
My question is, though, how many men are participating? Because they're the only ones I'll align with.
Okay, well, great. Sterling strategy there, Nicole. That's why you're the most tenured player in this game. We will see you in there. Thank you so much.
See you soon.
All right, there we go. Big Brother royalty showing up. My goodness. All right, next up here, we have all the way from up north, the one, the only, Chantel Francis.
Well, hello. How are you doing, honey?
I'm great. This is a very inappropriate question the other 364 days of the year, but Chantel, what are you?
I'm sorry, I'm Foxy Cleopatra, but I'm dead.
So is this the Beyonce character from Austin Powers and Goldmember, but she's dead?
You got it, baby. I'm groovy like that.
Can I, is it rude for me to ask how you expired?
Well, I'm not exactly sure, but I think it had something to do with Shaggy Mr. Powers, but that's all I remember.
Well, much like that franchise, you are dead as well. Well, tell me this, Foxy. It seems like you're a little stuck in time. You're from back in the 70s. Do you know what Big Brother is?
I don't know, I have a good idea what Big Brother is. I'm going to make a good friends and align with a Big Brother and then maybe take him out and win a game. Something like that, right, Sugar?
Yeah, well, I guess, people certainly have associations with their brothers inside the Big Brother house. So you're not terribly off the cuff here. You might find a soulmate, which would be great. Foxy, are you interested in showmancing anybody?
I mean, I got all this groove in me, baby. If I got a little showmance in me, yes, of course I'll use it.
And listen, you know what? Love knows no boundaries. I've seen The Corpse Bride. I know it can quite literally transcend the plane of life. So listen, love does not discriminate, Foxy. So I wish you the best of luck in there. $750,000 is like $1 million in 70s money. So best of luck to you.
That will revive me. That will bring me back to life, baby.
All right. And you're going to give us life in there. Thank you so much, Foxy. All right. There we go. Snap it along. Wow. Did not realize we get a time traveler and a zombie here. Just expect the unexpected in so many ways. Let's bring up a fellow Survivor podcaster, host of all things Why Blank Lost here on RHAP, David Bloomberg.
Hello. Yes, I am the evil wizard, not to be confused with Evil Dick. He gives people with evil as a first name a bad name.
Okay, so are you going to smash any pots and pans here, or do the pots and pans smash themselves using some sort of spell?
They smash themselves.
Okay, so are you a warlock then, or are you just a wizard who chooses to be evil? I'm confused about the alignment here.
Wizards Well, evil is my first name, so it was kind of preordained. You could say I saw the future.
Okay, so yeah, talk to me about this prop. For those that are just listening along, which like if you're listening along to a Halloween podcast, I'm so sorry. You need the visual companion here. You have a what I've described so courteously as a big ass eye in your left hand here. Can you describe this for me? One of your magical paraphernalia?
Yes, it is my all-seeing eye. When I use it, I can look to the future or I can turn it. And it says that you are unlikely to know what it means.
Oh, I was gonna say you could say I'm unlikable. In which case, thank you for reading the
No.
comments, Evil Wizard. Greatly appreciate that. Well, Evil Wizard, how do you hope to cast a spell over your opponents here? Is that something you'll literally do, or do you have a strategy in mind? Something that tells me you're a very strategic person.
Well, yes, I will cast a spell over them all and bring them in and then burn them alive one by one. Oh, wait,
Okay.
sorry. I wasn't.
Yeah, I
supposed
do.
to do that.
That might result in an expulsion if it happens on feeds. So, best of luck, Evil Wizard. I know you're gonna light the game on fire with that magic I8 ball. Thank you so much. We'll see you inside the house. Magic is happening in these podcast streets, folks. Let's bring in our next person. So excited to bring this guy in. The winner of Big Brother Canada 10, and of course, founder and frequent writer of The Confessional newsletter. It is Kevin Jacobs.
Mike, I thought I smelled failure.
Oh, okay. So, for those that, again, are doing themselves no favors and just listening along, Kevin is dressed as Sue Sylvester from the once hit TV show Glee. He is wearing a blue tracksuit, and I mean, I would say it's like Jane Lynch stole an Annie wig from her one-time revival role and dyed it blonde. Kevin, you're certainly imbibing that really tough as nails attitude here, even though that's another show.
Stop referring to me as Kevin. I am Sue. I need no introduction. You should know who I am.
Sue, how toxic are you going to make this environment of the Big Brother house?
Well, I grew up in a household that you wouldn't survive in. So if you're asking how toxic I'm going to make this Big Brother house, it's going to be more toxic than any of the actual toxic Big Brother seasons. And that is very, 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 very toxic.
All right, I should probably just tell all the sponsors now for this season they don't need to bother with Sue's promise here. Last thing, Sue, obviously you've shown a lot of success with the Cheerios. How's that going to translate to you bringing your own championship in the form of Big Brother here?
I'm not worried, because I'll tell you what, if I'm out to get someone in this game, before they know it, they'll end up pickling in a mason jar on my shelf.
Okay, well, that's a little creepy, but damn it if I don't love the conviction. Sue, thank you very much. Let's see how you're going to do in this game.
Get out of my office.
Okay, there we go. Fantastic. Sue Sylvester, everybody. All right, let's bring in our next person here. It seems like she's in the woods, which we are usually used to as her place of residence, considering she is a frequent runner. Let's see if she can run things in the Big Brother house. It is Frail Mary Kwiatkowski.
I'd never given much thought to how I would die, but dying in place of someone I love seemed like a good way to go. I can't bring myself to regret the decisions I've made coming here to the Big Brother house, because they also brought me to Edward.
Okay, so Mary is dressed like Bella Swan, the heroine from the hit Twilight series. I'm sorry, Bella, I guess I caught you in the middle of gardening? Is that what you were doing?
I had to take a little something with me from Phoenix before I moved to Forks. I don't really like the rain, any cold, wet place.
Okay, well, you're going to the Big Brother house, which is just dry and hot, so that's the good news. Now, Bella, I guess, you frequent with vampires. Does that mean you're going to be a regular insomniac there? We know a lot of Big Brother contestants like to stay up late.
Well, if I fall asleep, I'm sure that someone will enjoy watching me sleep. I hear that a lot of people like to do that.
Yeah, you know what? They surprisingly do. There's a very good contingent out there. Now, Bella, we know that you certainly wear your heart on your plaid sleeves. Do you have your heart open for a showmance this season?
I've already had to deal with a love triangle before. I think I'm taken.
Okay, famous last words from Bella Swan. Bella, I don't know where you're looking right now, but hopefully you have your eye on the prize. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see you inside the house.
Bye.
All right, well, look at that. I think the werewolf and vampire contingent is going to have a lot of eyes on this. Next up, we have Maggie Morgan. Hello, Maggie. Or should I say, hi, Rob.
Coming to you live from my apartment. It's Rob Has a Podcast. And now, the guy who's ready to deliver tricks and not treats, it's Rob Sesternino. Ding!
Oh, Rob, I thought you were going to be in Philly. I didn't realize you'd show up here.
Mike, don't tell anybody, okay? Don't tell anybody, but I'm here to play.
No,
I couldn't miss it.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, Rob, is that, we've said a number of times, you said you didn't want to come back and play Survivor. This is the alternate universe where you got accepted onto Big Brother. It's finally happening. Are you excited?
I'm gonna find my Danielle. I'm gonna find my secret alliance partner. We're gonna have a great time. I can't wait. Let's do this.
Now, Rob, are you just jockeying to come on here for the Terran deep dive?
No.
I'm so sorry, Rob. I didn't mean to besmirch you at all. There, you have no ulterior motives, right?
I'm not a loser. Okay.
Okay.
I have a life.
Well, listen, Rob, full disclosure, it hasn't been so great for members of the RHAP community as of late on these shows. Here's to hoping that you turn that trend around.
Hey, you know what, Mike? Come on. Come on. Have some faith in us. Come on.
I got faith. I got faith. All right. You're the one signing my paychecks, and a nice bonus would be greatly appreciated if you had a little bit more money to spend.
Don't hold your breath. All right.
All right. Thanks, Rob. Oh my goodness. Wow. An appearance from the boss man himself. Did not expect that. All right. Next up, we have Grace Leader. Hello, Grace.
It's actually Tashi Duncan, retired tennis pro, tennis coach, master strategist. 3 tickets to challengers, please.
Okay, now just to clarify, you are playing by yourself here. You cannot bring your 2 very attractive lithe men alongside you.
I did hear one of the other previous contestants say that she was in a love triangle before, and that was very interesting to me.
Yeah, so Tachi, listen, your competitive spirit is clearly at a fever pitch in multiple ways. How's that going to translate to the Big Brother game?
I love competing, love getting out there on the court, love manipulating people. This should be pretty easy. I should be able to serve things exactly how I'd like them.
Well, how about the challenges, though? Because we saw someone like Cam, right? Was a D1 athlete, did not go so well in the competitions. Are you that far off the court that might impede your performance?
I mean, I'm retired, brutal knee injury, but we'll see. I'm ready to throw down if we need to.
All right, fantastic. Tashi, cannot wait to see you out there on the court. Hopefully you'll serve an ace or 2 up your sleeve, and looking forward to seeing what lies ahead of you.
Let's do it.
All right. Just a couple more people here before we officially start the Big Brother season. Let's welcome the host of Recap Kickback, somebody that if you're checking our Survivor coverage, you just heard him a couple of hours ago talking Survivor on Club Condo. It is Chappelle.
No, it's not. It's Sakpuya.
Oh,
I'm Sakpuya.
no.
Chappelle cannot be here. So it's Sakpuya. Sakpuya!
You know, every good Halloween costume requires at least a little bit of explanation. And some people may not have been in attendance for the absolute monolithic marathon that was the RHAP pressure cooker. Do you mind bringing some context, Chappelle, to the fact that you are donning a sock on your hand right now?
There's no Chappelle. This is just Sakpuya. I was born in the pressure cooker as a punishment from Izzy, And I don't know, I'm an icon. I have emotes in people's Twitch chats. I have stands. There's an Instagram account dedicated to Sock Puya. Put your foot in that thing, Sock Puya. And so I'm here. I'm here to win the Brant Steele.
I didn't know didn't know we went that far. Too bad the MLB season didn't last longer. Sock Puya could have thrown out a pitch at a Mets game as well. Well, Sock Puya, suffice it to say, I'm going to say you're at a little bit of a disadvantage.
Why?
Well, you are a sock,
and
well, there are a lot of sock puppet accounts that exist within the fan base. But how do you think you're gonna represent things and be able to bring it home?
I haven't seen any competition. You know, as a Sock Puya, I like Puya. I'm a master strategist. You know, like I can do this. There's no competition here. I'm gonna get in the showmance. I heard you know, Sue Sylvester's here. She's pregnant, I heard as well. That's a thing. I shouldn't be worried about a pregnant Sue Sylvester, right? She can't have no baby. She's as old as a hill, and she's gonna give birth to a grandchild. So no struggle here. This will be Sock Puya's game to win.
All right. Well, Sock Puya, hopefully we won't have to see the shoe on the other foot here and
shoe.
You
nobody told me there would be shoes here. We did not sign up for that. I have a clause. No shoe clause.
Oh yeah, Sock Puya, how do you feel about when people's feet get really dirty in the Big Brother house?
Ew, gross. Oh my god, nasty. Where there's no socks in the Big Brother house, and that's weird to me. I'm going to be changing that. I will be the first unmarried, non-mother sock to win Big Brother Brant Steele Halloween here on RHAP.
All right, well, let's sock it to the rest of the house here, Sock Puya. Thank you so much.
Baby.
And
all right,
why don't you, I don't know, waddle your way in? I'm not sure how you move around, but best of luck.
All right.
All right, last up for now. Well, actually, we've got a couple more here. First off, let me welcome in my co-host on the B&B, though she was missed this week. It is Liana Boris. Hi, Liana.
Oh, hi. Are we being ourselves?
You get
I'm so
who
sorry.
Are you being
Oh, sorry. I'm Kirby from Australian Survivor, icon, legend. We just got off the plane from Australia. It's a long flight, so that's why we were delayed. But I don't know what's going on, but I'm here now, and that's a thing that's happening.
Yeah, so Liana, should you have brought Shannon with you? She did come from Australia, though she is playing an American, so maybe you just did a little bit of a role reversal here.
She was already here. We were the ones that had to travel, halfway across the world to be here. So, yes. Okay. Hello. Sorry, I'm frazzled. I literally got off a plane like 20 minutes ago.
All right, well, Liana, talk to me about what you're expecting from this. You can drop the character for a second. I'll give you a few minutes to warm up that Aussie accent. As a survivor, do you think having that experience as a reality TV contestant is going to help you in the Big Brother house?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, here's the thing. This is my not my first reality rodeo. I played Survivor now once, maybe twice. And we've seen Survivor players go into the Big Brother house, aka Suri, and go a little bit crazy. But you know what? Australian Survivor, it's a long game, all right? It's longer than US Survivor. So I think that that's going to help in this house.
That's true. And listen, I remember in the beginning of Australian Survivor, people were comparing Kirby a lot, at least in looks, to Casey. So I think you have some big shoes to fill there.
Exactly. You know, both coaches, right? So, or it was Casey a football player? Well, you know, so anyway,
they
sports
say
background,
every football player is a coach in their own mind.
Yeah, exactly. Look, it's essentially the same thing. Okay, it's fine.
All right. Well, Liana, I'm going to let you catch your breath here as you can fully immerse yourself in character. Thank you so much for showing up. And we'll see you in a more calm state inside the house.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
There's only so much calm you can be in Brant Steele. So yeah, just a little bit of behind the scenes stuff. Puya and Liana were traveling and they literally just got here. So thank you, Liana. We could say that they were alternates, right? That they got swapped out. So Puya should be on his way as well. We'll pull him in when we get the chance. But I do have one more person to introduce. And can't really tell who they are. I'm just going to bring them up here. Hello, friend. Oh, okay. Well, you have a bloody knife. You're a big Justin fan from Big Brother 2, I take it. Well, Okay, so this is against. Oh, I'm great. How are you doing? 30 years old, I guess. Okay, fantastic. So let's talk about, you entering the Big Brother house. Obviously, identity is something you want to mask a bit. I imagine that's going to be, and you're brandishing the knife again. That might get us a little demonetized. Any semblance we had of a sponsor is gone now. But you know what? You do you. I'm sure you are going to make a killing in the game. Is there anything you'd like to say to America to have them and me by proxy get to know you?
What's your favorite scary movie?
Ooh, that's a great question. I'm actually not a big fan of horror films. So, I'd say like Cabin in the Woods. I like the meta aspect. What about yourself?
Scream.
You know what? I probably should have guessed that. All right. Well, anything else you'd like to say, mysterious person, before you go inside the Big Brother house?
I'm looking for a showmance.
All right, that might be a little difficult, but you know what? Mystery, I hear, is a great attractor there, and anything can truly happen in Big Brother. So hopefully, hey, you won't get ghosted. At least there is quite literally nowhere to go from the people that you are flirting with. Thank you so much, whoever you may be, and we will see you on the inside. All right, that was weird, even for this. Okay, so we have one more here. I'm just going to give him a couple of seconds to get prepared. I did mention him beforehand. I don't want to catch him completely off guard. Frankly, that was a little unsettling. So I need a nice welcome presence to bring me back to center. And I think nothing could be better than not only a dear friend, but a dear friend masquerading as a very recent reality TV winner. Welcome back from the taxi and at the airport, Puya.
Wait, what is happening? Why do I sound... What happened to my accent? Why am I in the diary room? Hold on. What is this voice? Kibbs?
Okay.
Kibbs? Okay, I still got that. Where's Ray? Ray! Where's Ray?
Okay, let me explain something here. Ferris from Australian Survivor Titans versus Rebels. So you have traveled to America, and you are assuming a role in a Brant Steele. You played Big Brother. Now you've officially made the transition. Congratulations. You've done what very few Survivor players have done.
What is happening? Why is there a micro? Why am I wearing headphones? I was on a beach like 2 seconds ago. Why am I clean? Why have I put on some weight? What is going on?
Don't sell yourself short, Ferris.
Well, I'm still lovable and cuddly, that's for sure. But why do I sound like this?
Well, Ferris, you've taken on, you've truly adapted to your surroundings, right? So you're in America, you're speaking the American language right now, and you're getting ready to win another reality TV prize here to make it 2 for 2.
I'm in my element now. Now I know what you're saying. You're saying it's a game where I get to deceive people, I get to mess with them, I get to do, and the good news is there's no Kirby here to get in my way. So I'm going to do it like this with a different accent. Cool, calm, collected. Easy done. Let's get this done. Just tell Ray I'm here so he knows I'm safe, that he doesn't worry. And I learned this recently. I learned that there's a term called baby girl, and I think I'm him.
Okay.
I think I'm him.
Bold proclamation. We'll let the fan base decide that, Ferris. There's a lot of baby girls possibly in the crowd here. Well, now that you've gotten your bearings, head on in the house. Best of luck, my Arabian Prince, and we will see you on the inside.
Looking forward to it.
There we go. I promise. That is the last one here. As here we are, folks. Let me see if I can zoom this in a little bit. Your cast of our spooky, scary Big Brother Brant Steele. We have Alexander Hamilton, Bella Swan, the evil wizard, Ferris giving a very evil wizard look. We have dead Foxy Cleopatra. We have the mysterious ghost face, Kirby. We have Nicole Franzel, Rob Cesternino, Sock Puya, Sue Sylvester, and Tashi Duncan. Who will prevail? Let's see what happens as we get into, right from the beginning, our first week here. And how this is going to work, folks, just so you know, is that I'll announce some competition winners. I'll bring people up to make some commentary on it. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of faces flying around here. So I'll try to be as much of an air traffic controller as was the one guiding Puya and Liana's plane in here. So we'll hear from some of our people throughout the week. One is everyone in the chat, spam who you think is going to win out of all of these 12 possible characters. They don't know. We don't know. Either way is, I think if the introductions are any indication, we are in for a very, very fun night. Let's get started, shall we? All right, so we've got some alliances forming already. This is interesting, and maybe we'll have some people come up and comment on it in just a little bit, but just to lay out what's going on, of course, it's day one in the Big Brother house. People are already making bonds, and so we have an Alexander and we got Bella Swan, Ghostface, and Tashi Duncan trying to form their own Continental Congress here, but we've got two other trios as well. And look at Kirby getting up to her usual ways, double dipping in alliances. She is working with Foxy Cleopatra Muerta and Sue Sylvester in a girls alliance. And then, move over Tashi. We got 3 tickets for challengers here. It is Kirby, Rob, and Sak Puya. But listen, all of this initial alliance stuff gets shot to sunshine when we go into our first HOH competition. And the first HOH, listen, might be a bit of a taboo thing nowadays, but we'll see if they bungle it or not. Our first HOH is going to be, and of course, it's the classic hold on to the hot dog for as long as you can. Who will lose their dignity on a slippery wiener? The answer is that we've all lost our dignity a bit tonight. Comes down to Foxy Cleopatra, Sak Puya, and Ghostface. Our first HOH is Foxy Cleopatra. Come up on here, Foxy. First HOH, congratulations. How you doing right now?
Yes, baby, yes. I knew I was a winner, and I proved that I could hold on to a hot dog.
Yeah, I'm assuming those skeletal-like grips made it very easy to do so.
I just was able to latch on and just wrap my bones around this hot dog and just hang on for my dear, the life that I used to have.
Well, Foxy, please. This is a family show, apparently. Please don't talk about wrapping bones around hot dogs. It's a 9 o'clock show.
Well, then we can just imagine it then.
All right, there we go. Leave it up to imagination. All right, Foxy has to nominate 2 house guests for eviction. And the first nominees are going to be Alexander Hamilton and Sak Puya. Let's bring up our first nominees here. Alexander, quite shocked, not shot. How you doing?
Wow. Now, I know that I have some social issues with people often, and people tend to not like me. But this is still pretty upsetting, okay? I was really excited about having an alliance. I've never had a group of friends before. I promise that I'll make you all proud. And then it was with Bella. She has a lot of love triangles. I have love triangles. Nicole, do you want to get into something? I'm kind of a womanizer. Tashi, love triangles. There's a lot of women here that I can't say no to. So my time in the Big Brother house, it's not over, okay? It's just not over for me.
All right, we got Foxy Cleopatra and Thirsty Alexander Hamilton. Let's go to our other nominee really quick. Sak Puya, what's your reaction right now on the block? Sak on the block.
Man? What the hell, man? I told you it was going to discriminate me. I see too many shoes here. Too many shoes in this Big Brother game. I knew it was going to be anti-Sak Puya. And so I'm not shocked. I'm a big threat. Also, kind of tired of Alexander Hamilton rapping. So if I got to go, now would be the time. Send me out.
Okay. Oh, no. Sak Puya, please don't Kenny your way out of this. Please.
I'm just saying,
we just saw the sausage, but don't bring that to mind.
Listen, I'm just saying, I got something at home waiting on me. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get inside of that, or trying to get me inside of it. It's inside of me. Yeah, it's a foot. It's a foot, Mike, in case you haven't picked that up.
Like a sock pot, right?
You know it. Wah, wah, wah.
Okay, go away, Sak Puya, please. Again, family show. All right, let's go to our first veto selection here. So we've got, again, our HOH and our 2 nominees are going to play, as will 3 other people, by random draw. First person playing is Nicole Franzel. Hamilton draws. House gets choice and selects Ghostface Killer. Makes sense. That is, of course, one of their closest allies. Sakpuya will draw Tashi. Okay, this is a good draw for Hamilton. Hamilton has 3 allies, half the field participating in the veto right now. Let's see what happens. License to veto, of course, my favorite. Beep, beep. Sakpuya unfortunately finishes last here, and it comes down to one of our HOH, Foxy, our nominee, Alexander, and his closest ally, Tashi Duncan. And the winner of the first veto is Tashi. Congratulations to Tashi. Tashi, let's bring you on up here.
I'm gonna
Look at
push
this.
my mic back. Hold on, I'm gonna go. Come on! That's what happens when it's okay.
Well, that's a good come on,
Yeah.
right, Tashi? You end up
Mhm.
winning the veto here.
That's good. I love being in the middle of this this mess. This is gonna be so great. This is
Yeah,
gonna be
talk
fun.
to me about the decision you're weighing right now. Are you looking to use the veto at all?
I mean, Hamilton said he loves love triangles. It's fun to have around. That makes a lot of sense for me. We'll see. We'll see.
All right. Well, if you received a message, Tashi, let me know and maybe you can stay on and give your veto decision here.
Yeah, I can make my decision. I mean, it's
All right.
easy.
Tell us what's happening.
Yeah, as I think that Sakpuya was implying that he would like to go home and maybe see Sakliana. So instead, I will choose to use the power veto on Alexander Hamilton.
Wow. Alexander Hamilton probably starting that Angela-esque streak of getting saved here. I will bring up Foxy right now because Tashi used the veto here, you have to put up a replacement nominee. Do you have a replacement?
Well, it's probably going to be somebody that's not in my alliance. So maybe I'll be looking towards somebody in Tashi's alliance.
How dare you?
Maybe.
How
So
dare
looking
you.
at maybe at a Bella, something like that.
All right, let's get a formal confirmation here. So yes, Tashi will use the power veto on Alexander Hamilton, and Foxy will put up Bella Swan as the replacement nominee here. Bella,
Brutal.
I gotta go to you here. You are no stranger to woe. This is a whole lot of it.
This is almost as bad as the time that my ex-best friend nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster.
That's not a real plot point. It can't be a real plot point. What are you doing with the ketchup? What's the ketchup about? Was that ketchup?
It's a deep cut for those who know.
Yeah, that deep cut gives a lot of blood, a lot of ketchup as well. Well, Bella, best of luck campaigning for the rest of the week. I don't know if how far those deep cuts are gonna get her. But the week is not over just yet, folks. We do have, true to this template of Big Brother, some fun miscellaneous events that will happen. And we decided to make them a little spooky dooky. Let's see what happens here. Tashi mocks Sue Sylvester, causing Sue Sylvester to cry in the pantry. And on top of that, Sue Sylvester receives a punishment and is locked in a room with 2 zombies for 24 hours. Sue, not on the block, but what an up and down week for you. Tell me what's going on here.
You know, this Tashi is just pissed off because her tennis career didn't go well, and neither of those men are worth chasing. You monster. You failure.
Well, Sue, I would say that you're trapped there in there with the zombies, but I would more so caution that the zombies are trapped in there with you.
Do these zombies know that I completed dentition in the womb?
Probably not, but I'm sure you educated them with your 24 hours. No hanky-panky in the Matrix, right, Sue Sylvester? We've been hearing a lot about love triangles.
Well, apparently, according to Sakpuya, I'm with child, so I'm just learning about what I need, and if somebody wants to help me raise this kid, maybe there is an opportunity in this house.
Oh my god, everyone's so horny tonight. Okay, Sue. Thank you for that. Let's see what else is going on inside of this love fest of a house. Ghostface witnesses an object move on its own and considers leaving the game. Ghostface, come on. You're spooky on your own. You can't be spooked by a moving object.
I thought I was the only ghost in here, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, there's more where that came from, I should say.
Expect the unexpected.
Wow, I thought Ghostface was a bit of a recruit. Didn't realize he was a fan there. Tashi takes a break from the game to dream about her deep dive with Taryn. All right, maybe looking to make it a bit of a quadrangle. And a deep fake of Ferris causes chaos in the house. They suspect Sak Puya is behind it. Ferris, there's a faux Ferris going around? A faux Riss?
There's a faux and someone's going to be made an example out of this week. And I have a feeling we know exactly who it is. You imitate, it's flattering, but is it smart? We'll find out, dumb sock puppet.
All right. Wise words from Ferris. And not a great look from Sak Puya. Whether he did it or not, puts him in a lot of hot water here. This is our first eviction. Let's get into it. Just jump right into it. There's 12 of you, so there's going to be 9 votes here. We can show all of them just because there's only 9 of them. Let's start with, I would imagine that Bella's allies here and Alexander and Ghostface and Tashi are going to keep her, so we'll start with that. Alexander Hamilton votes to evict Bella. All right, well, that was an unexpected start. Let's see if Ghostface follows suit. No, Ghostface to evict Sak Puya, so Alexander Hamilton might be the Benedict Arnold here, ironically enough, and Tashi votes to evict Sak Puya. Makes sense. It was currently 2-1. Let's go to our Australian twosome here. Now, Ferris does believe that Sak Puya is the sock puppet account. I imagine he's going to vote Sak Puya here. He does. That's 3 votes Sak Puya, 1 vote Bella. Kirby is going to vote Sak Puya. That is 4 votes, 1 more, and Sak Puya is evicted. Let's go to our evil wizard here. And that's going to do it. Sak Puya is officially the first person evicted. I'll read the other votes. Nicole votes for Bella, true to her preseason edict. Rob votes for Sak Puya. Sue votes for Sak Puya. So it is a 7-2 vote with Alexander Hamilton and Nicole in the minority here to vote out Sak Puya. Sak Puya, you have officially been evicted from the Big Brother house. I would say you turn to black and white. You kind of are already that color anyway. Sak Puya, let's just do a quick little sit down here. What happened?
Well, I'm very happy Alexander Hamilton voted with me. She was not going to throw away her sock. She was not going to throw away her sock. You know, all that good stuff. I'm very happy about that. It's not a good look. It's not a good look for socks in the Big Brother house. I heard there was a matrix last time. One of my sock brethren probably got the worst end of the matrix, depending on what Joseph did in there with the sock. I heard there was tickets to challengers. You could put a sock on the door. There's a ton of reasons and uses for me, honestly. So I don't really know why anybody didn't want to work with me. But shout out to Alexander Hamilton. I hope you take it all.
All right. Well, there we go. You were used and abused, unfortunately, Sak Puya. And so it is time that, much like we do through the washer and dryer, we lose you, unfortunately. Thank you so much.
I want to plug my social media.
Please go ahead.
Onlyfeet.com/SakPuya. That's SAWKPOOYAH. Sakpuya. Only feet.
Okay. Well, I do think you'll have an illustrious career here. And look, I have a feeling you're going to be one of those first boots that's going to be very much around.
Hold on. Don't say boot. Don't say boot. Don't say boot.
Oh, sorry. You can't. First one evicted.
That's a slur. That felt like a microaggression. I'm sorry. Listen, do not call me a boot, okay? Look,
I'm so sorry, Sakpuya. I did not.
This is what I get for leaving the cheese room. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Goodbye. God. This is already so incredible, and we're only 1 round in. All right, here we are. Final 11, unfortunately, with the booting of Sakpuya. Now, this is interesting because if you look here, this alliance is just down to 2. It is a final 2 of Kirby and Rob at this moment. They just lost one of their tightest allies, but let's see if we can turn it around with the next HOH. Sloppy the Snowman. Oh, look at this. A slip and slide. Finally making its return to Big Brother. Rob finishes in last. Poor Rob here. And our top 3 for HOH are Alexander Hamilton, Nicole Franzel, and Sue Sylvester. And our week 2 HOH is Alexander Hamilton. Look at this, from the block to being spared to being the head of household. What a journey for you.
I may not live to see our glory, but I will gladly join the fight. And when our children tell our story, they'll tell the story of tonight. What a
So
journey.
are you just like standing there singing this after you get the key and everyone's kind of just witnessing it?
I'm just singing and rapping all the time, and people are enjoying it. I'm gonna be true about it wasn't about the sock. I wasn't trying to not throw away my sock. What it is that Bella seems obsessed with Edward, and I'm just here to get some, right? And it's an awkward thing to say because I'm in the room where it happens right now with Angelica and Eliza, and still that's pretty much my MO. Sock Puya, he seemed into it. Bella, she seems kind of committed to something right now. So I'm just trying to find a house where I can get the most action. Do you understand, Mike?
Can anyone keep it in their pants or
Not
trousers in this
Alexander
season?
Hamilton, pretty famously. There's a whole musical mostly about that. I ruined my whole political career for it. Burn.
well, join
I
the
don't know if
club.
you've seen it. A lot of it's in Act 2, but yeah.
Well, this is a good week 2 for you as well, Hamilton.
Thank
Congratulations.
you
And
so much.
now, even though you saw no office as the president, you basically are the president of this week. Let's see who Alexander Hamilton will put up. I imagine he's going to seek some revenge here on Foxy Cleopatra, but who will he put up alongside her? Alexander Hamilton has nominated Sue Sylvester and Ferris. Okay, methinks a backdoor plan was hatched. Let's get the response to our nominees here. Sue, it just keeps getting worse for you, it seems.
This Alexander just does not stop singing, and it is so
true.
annoying.
That's true. Your worst nightmare, Sue.
It is endless, and I'm trying to pretend like I'm happy. Who wants to see my HOH? I don't care, and I'm not going to fake it, so I'm not surprised that I'm nominated.
All right, Sue giving the best Brittany Haynes energy there, not Brittany S. Pierce. Ferris, well, the deep fake of you may have been booted, but the real you is sitting on the block right now. How are you feeling?
I'm good. So correct me if I'm wrong. I'm still learning the ropes. In this room, what I say is safe. This is they call it the diary room.
It's between you and I that we will then edit and put like cartoon graphics and fart sound effects behind you in post.
Sounds American. So here's what I will say. I don't know what multiverse I'm in, but I'm kind of hungry, and that Kirby kind of looking like a snack, though.
Oh, Ferris! Ferris, a lot of people were not necessarily shipping the two of you, but
I can be honest in this room. I am being honest.
No judgment.
Okay, lovely. Ray, where's Ray? Where is Ray? What did you do to Ray?
I did nothing. Ray's fine, and if he is feeling any sort of way, it's just to play a secret advantage. You're good. You're good, man. You're good. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
All right. Perfect. I'm not worried about the block. That singing, kind of monotone, but whatever.
All right. No, a lot of high praise here for Alexander singing, but either way, he is the lead singer of this week. So let's see who's playing our veto here. Last time, veto draw, very important. Alexander Hamilton draws not his pistol, but house guest choice and selects Ghostface again. You know what they say, if it doesn't work the first time, do it again. Sue Sylvester draws Nicole Franzel, participating once more. Ferris draws Evil Wizard. Our veto competition is Laser Labyrinth. Interesting. We'll see if we imagine an Evil Wizard would be a master of a labyrinth, but unfortunately, no. Finishes last, maybe mystified by the witchcraft going on. Ferris finishes 5th, and Ghostface finishes 4th. Comes down to, once more, our HOH, Hamilton, our nominee, Sue, and a third party, Nicole Franzel. And the winner is Nicole Franzel. Nicole, another notch on your belt,
crap!
huh?
I'm so excited I won. Oh, this is for Victor. I just miss you and the kids, and oh my god, this is for Ovly.
Well, Nicole, talk to me about what's going through your head right now. We saw the veto get used, and look, it was a wild streak in BB26. Are you anticipating to do the same?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what I'm doing this time around. I'm gonna play a lot like I think BB16 Nicole. Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of just be here and see what the men want to do.
All right. Well,
But there's
listen.
not. Well, listen. Here's the thing. Okay, so I voted for Bella last time, and I'm
Right.
hoping that I heard that Alexander Hamilton might be into a showmance.
Jesus
Obviously I'm taken, but Victor gave me permission to do a little flirtmancing to try to get a little bit of see what I can do for the game.
Nicole,
It's
do you
for the
remember what
game.
happened to Christine on your season?
Yeah, well, guess what? America Loves Me. And that's on Facebook. So that's real. That's the real fans.
All right. Well, Nicole, I don't know if you've been informed behind the scenes. Do you know what you're going to do right now with the veto?
I am looking at this right now. I'm going to probably just hold on to it, I think. Can I take it home? I think my kids would love it.
You have plenty of props that you've absconded with from
But
the
I
many
don't have
times.
a prop from this show yet, and I'm just honestly trying to redo our Big Brother room, and I think this would look really great all up on like a mantle, and then out the window you see tractors.
You know,
It's
why the
nice.
hell not? Quinn made a fake immunity idol. We can just make any props that we want to here. And so Nicole does not use the power of veto. The second person evicted will either be Sue or Ferris. But let's see what's going on in the house right now. So, Evil Wizard won't stop smiling. The house guests worry he may be possessed by an evil entity. I mean, I think the name may have preceded you, Evil Wizard, here. You are muted. I think that evil voice might be the mute button.
Yes, they tried to mute me, but they can never succeed.
Well, I mean, is this going to put a new edge on the game? Because you've been kind of lying low for the first couple weeks here.
And I will continue. I have cast an invisibility spell. They don't even know I'm here. All they can see is my smile.
Okay, well, you can cast a sleep spell on yourself and wake up halfway through the game. I hear that's a prevailing strategy as well. And speaking of the guy who professes that strategy, Rob Citronino irrationally lashes out at Ghostface. Rob, what's going on?
Come on. Come on, Ghostface. Come on.
Was
So
that
annoying.
was that verbatim how you lashed out, Rob?
Yeah, I mean, he's walking around the house, not saying anything. He's
That's true.
So
I would imagine.
boring.
Yeah, probably a bit of a pet peeve for you to be incredibly silent.
We're in the Big Brother house, and he's boring.
Oh yeah, I hear that's a major pet peeve with you, Rob. Well, I'm sure the fandom has a lot of opinions about that as well.
You know, cancel me, baby.
Oh God, Rob, please. That's not a wish. It's not a promise here. Alexander Hamilton attempts to blame and call out Sue Sylvester for certain actions in the house and how Sue Sylvester deserves to leave. Alexander Hamilton, I'm going to say these are maybe showing some properties of like a tyrant-esque King George here. Why are you so high on your own supply?
Sue, I am not the reason no one trusts you. No one knows what you believe. I will not equivocate on my opinions. I have always worn them on my sleeve. Even if I said what you think I said, you would have to cite a more specific grievance. Here's an itemized list of 20 days of disagreements.
She just won't stop.
The man is nonstop, Sue. That is what they say. Meanwhile, Bella makes her own candy for the house guests to try, only for them to get sick from the use of edible glitter. Bella, the vampires are supposed to glitter, not the food.
I tried, but the only thing I really eat is ketchup and celery.
These references are over my helmet, and I'm just going to leave it out of context and just let it simmer there. All right, let's get into our week 2 eviction here. So Sue and Ferris face eviction. Let's see what's going on here. We had a 7-2 vote last time. This time, it's 8 people evicting. So if there is a tie, then Alexander Hamilton will evict. Let's see how things go. I want to start with Nicole because Nicole chose not to use the veto. So maybe she had a plan in mind. Nicole votes for Sue. Let's go to Rob next. Rob got in a fight with Ghostface Killer. Let's see if that reflects upon anything. Rob also votes to evict Sue. Let's take a look at Foxy Cleopatra. She was able to somehow survive the block. I'm assuming a last-minute deal made with Alexander Hamilton. Foxy votes to evict Ferris. Kirby. Apparently, we have found out through private conversations aired publicly to an audience of thousands that Ferris has a little bit of a something for Kirby. Will she want to keep that man in? Yes, she does. She votes to evict Sue. So we are at 3 votes Sue, 1 vote Ferris. Let's go to Bella here. She's been subsisting on a diet of crudité and condiments, and she votes to evict Sue. That officially is going to either be a tie at best or at worst. Sue Sylvester is gone. Let's go to the Evil Wizard. Evil Wizard votes to evict Sue, and Ghostface votes to evict Sue. So Foxy Cleopatra is now in the minority here, votes to evict Ferris, as everyone else, including Tashi, votes to evict Sue by a vote of 7-1. Sue Sylvester, you have been dismissed. They told us to not stop believing, but we have to stop believing in your chances to win.
You can't stop singing either. It's not easy to break out of your comfort zone. People will tear you down. They'll tell you that you shouldn't have bothered in the first place. But let me tell you something. There is not much difference walking out to $750,000 in confetti or being the second one evicted and leaving to Twitter haters. They're both just making a lot of noise. How you take it is up to you. Convince yourself that they're cheering for you, and someday they will be.
Wow. I mean, incredibly inspiring words from, I believe, canonically, is at one point the Vice President of the United States as well. So, Sue, thank you for taking time out of the White House to enter the Big Brother house. We greatly appreciate it.
I promise, Alexander Hamilton, I will dedicate my life to making sure that every beverage you drink until the day you die will have just a tiny bit of my spit in it.
Okay, well, that is both a threat and a promise. Sue, thank you so much. I would say you brought the cheer, but more so the Cheerio. And thank you for the glee that you brought to us in this season.
If you want to keep up with the politics of my vice presidency, go to realitytvnewsletters.com.
Okay, a bit of an odd URL for a vice presidential journal, but we'll go along with it. Thank you so much, Sue. You have a great night. Oh, okay. Kick Sue off before she could get the last word in there. Apologies to Sue. All right. Well, let's move on here. I believe that Sue is 45 as well. Let's move into week 3 here. 10 contestants left. So it should also be noted that Sue was part of this alliance with Foxy and Kirby. Interestingly, so Foxy voted to obviously keep her ally in Sue. Kirby did not. I just gotta quickly just stop in with Kirby here. Kirby, why did you do that?
Yeah, look, we're trying a little bit of a different strategy this time, okay? Before, a bit loyal, perhaps. You gotta do what you gotta do in order to survive here, okay? So you just gotta be cutthroat, all right? I know when to take a step forward. I know when to take a step back. Sorry, allies.
All right, look at this. Kirby already playing a game for herself in only week 3. And it looks like Kirby and Rob are done. I think it was just too much. I think that maybe Rob was feeling a little bit of the betrayal on Kirby's face here. So even though she is proceeding forward, she's not exactly getting away scot-free here. And that might be tough going into week 3. Big Brother graduation. Oh, it's an endurance challenge. It's the disc ride. And Tashi, who's known for maybe a disc ride or two, finishes in last place. And our top 3 are Bella, Ghostface, and Rob. And our week 3 HOH is Rob Sesternino. Congratulations. You're the new HOH.
Who said I wasn't physical? They said it couldn't be done, baby, but I did it.
Look at this, Rob, the first individual challenge you've won in over 20 years. Are you excited to wield some power here?
Let's go. I'm not sure what you said, Mike. You did cut out for me. I'm not sure what is being said, but
I have cast a spell of silence over the host, so nobody can hear him. Wait, it looks like he's trying to figure it out. No, do not let that happen.
Don't use your foot to unplug your microphone, folks. That's a lesson of professional. Can you hear me?
I can. My spell has failed.
Okay, well, too bad. I'm loud and proud, as always, here. Evil Wizard, give me your reaction to the nomination here.
I will do everything I can to stop this nonsense. I will cast a spell to deal with that HOH. Or I'll just try to get the votes, one of the two.
And what is that exactly? Because that seems a little different from the magical stick you brandished earlier.
I have a magic wand. I have a staff. I have a dragon.
I don't think these things cleared production. You're usually only allowed like a duffel bag of supplies to get in there.
I have a bag of holding. You can hide all sorts of things in there.
Okay, well, hopefully you have some allies in that bag of holding. Ghostface, it appears the trail has run thin for you right now. Obviously, you got in that fight with Rob, and it is paying dividends at the moment.
I feel like Audrey right now. I just want to go into the diary room and wrap up in a blanket and never show my face around here again. Luckily,
Well, aren't you kind of wrapped in a blanket already, Ghostface?
I need another one.
Okay. Well,
Luckily, I have Alexander Hamilton.
Well, oh boy. Okay. Well, that is a ship I did not think would happen. I don't know. Ghostleton? Is that what was that what their ship name is? I don't know. There's so many relationships in here that we shall see. Let me bring in Rob for a second because I feel so bad I cut Rob off before. Rob, I would never want to do that. I do apologize for the technical difficulties. Give me some of your logic for your nominations here.
Well, basically, what I was thinking, Mike, is Ghostface, boring. Evil Wizard, weird. And then the house guests, the rest of them, they'll vote on who they want to go. I can go back into the background, figure out my positioning. We'll go from there.
Okay, there we go, Rob. Spoken like a master strategist. But could his plans be derailed by the veto, much like my audio was for that brief portion of time? Let's see. Rob has drawn for the veto Alexander Hamilton. Ghostface has drawn Foxy Cleopatra. And the Evil Wizard has drawn Kirby. Interesting. All right, let's go to our veto competition here. Loose change. You have to look for coins into a vending machine? What kind of podunk competition is that? Okay, so it comes down to Ghostface, Kirby, and Rob. So have you heard this before? An HOH, a nominee, and a third party. And the winner of the third power of veto is the Ghostface Killer. Ghostface, blanket no more, my friend. You are the first nominee to win a veto this season.
They can't get rid of me, Mike.
I've heard we've tried that several times over. So I imagine you're going to use this on yourself then?
Oh, I'm using it on myself.
Okay. All right. Let me bring up Rob here if Rob has received a communique as to who he is nominating or not.
Yeah, so I have been taken out by a showmance in the past. And I just got to say, I don't want any of these people doing it. So I'm going to put up Bella Swan.
Wow. Okay. Chaste nun himself, Rob Cesarino, says 6 inches apart, you teens. Bella, I could take Ghostface off as well and put you up. I'm so sorry. What is that? Is that a book?
It's my favorite book, Wuthering Heights.
Were you like born in the 1800s? Are you sure you're not the vampire?
This reminds me of when my vampire boyfriend left me and took every photo, and I sat in a depressed state for 4 months.
Now, does he show up in the photos though, or are we using those rules?
I don't know, because he took them away from me.
That's a valid point. Well, Bella, I think you can picture yourself hopefully surviving this week. Let's see what happens. A lot can change with these house events. Let's get into what's going on around the house. Oh, we just got into, we got the Ghostface decision, uses the veto. Rob puts Bella up. Bella and Evil Wizard are our final nominees. Due to the mental stress of the game, Rob isolates himself from the rest of the house. I think he's more so like looking for a place to podcast, trying to do those like Cliff's notes. Ghostface rocks Rob's sister Nino, causing Rob to cry in the picture. Rob, what happened?
You know, Mike, I am having a very hard time in here. It's tough. And Ghostface got a hold of this bell, and he just kept dinging it and dinging it and dinging it. And I'm like, what a jerk. What a jerk this guy is.
I would not have ever guessed that out of all the possible permutations of rivalries that could have developed, the fiercest one would be between Rob and the Ghostface killer from Scream.
You know why, Mike? Because he's such a mix of boring and jerk.
There we go. Two of your
on.
least favorite habits. Come on,
on.
everybody. Robin misses his family. I'm sure he would give him some time alone in the pantry. He had a rough week, even though he was HOH. Let's see what else is happening in the house. Alexander Hamilton and Nicole Franz will make up a song about their experience this week in the Big Brother house in the most non-surprising news we have heard all game, I'm sure. Nicole, I did not expect you to be a songstress.
I did more of like the lyrics. I was like, yay, we were in the house. Yay, I haven't seen a mouse yet. Yay, I'm not on the block. Also, who in here has a, and then that's the song.
Well, Sock was right there, though.
Yeah.
You got rid of it, so thanks.
I couldn't say the Sock because he wasn't in here anymore. So, and that really sucked for me because there was only like 3 guys to begin with, right? So I've just been every week making sure that I vote out all the women, and it's really difficult.
Oh, okay.
So that's why we're singing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We sing through the pain.
Did you see? Did you fall for that? By the way, was that good?
Oh,
that's acting.
Wow. Okay,
Teach me how to act.
Double threat
Yeah.
as well. Wow. Okay, Nicole, don't quit your day job. Thank you so much. All right, let's get into the vote here. Bella and the Evil Wizard face eviction. 2 people on opposite sides of the occult. But who will be evicted from the occult of Big Brother house guests? Let's see what will happen. There are 7 votes to evict this time around. Let's start. I'm going to get bit once more here with Bella's allies. I'm assuming that they're going to keep her here. So it's going to be really tough sledding for the Evil Wizard. Hamilton's vote is for Bella. You're such a bad ally, Alexander Hamilton. What are you doing? All right, well, maybe Ghostface and Tashi can put things back on the right and right. Yep, Tashi will vote to evict Evil Wizard, and Ghostface will vote to evict Evil Wizard. Nicole said that her plan was to evict all the women. Last I checked, Bella Swan was a woman, and she does vote to evict her. So we are tied up 2-2 right now with 3 votes left. Let's go to Foxy here. Foxy votes to evict Bella, so we are 3-2 right now. Remember, it takes 4 votes to evict. It comes down to Ferris and Kirby. Kirby votes to evict Evil Wizard. It all comes down to this. Ferris will determine who goes here. The 3rd person evicted from the Big Brother Halloween Brant Steele is the Evil Wizard by a sneaky vote of 4-3, with Nicole and Foxy Cleopatra voting in the minority, and Alexander Hamilton, for some reason, betraying his own ally for the 2nd time. Evil Wizard float on over here. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for this.
I did not see that coming. There must be great spirits at work here.
Yeah, I mean, the spirits were probably in the form of the other people around you. But talk to me about how you're feeling right now. I mean, it is spooky season, and you get to at least go out and enjoy the aesthetics rather than being cooped up in the house.
I mean, can I even enjoy it if, I can't even say I'm feeling good because I'm evil.
Yeah, well, I mean, the good news is you'll return a few seasons later alongside your estranged daughter for our partner season. Are you excited for that?
Oh, I told you I am not evil, Dick.
All right. Well, luckily, you will walk out with your hood held high, Evil Wizard. Thank you so much for taking the time to come up. Was that flash paper?
It was my fire spell. I was supposed to disappear.
All right. Well, thank you for turning on the sprinklers in the studio. Really appreciate that one, Evil Wizard. That's going to be a hell of a thing to clean up. Now, house guests, the remaining 9 of you, I'd like to congratulate you on all making the jury. There will be a jury of 7 this year. And so all of you have either going to be voting for the person to win, or you are the person to have won this entire thing. Week 4, 9 left. This alliance is holding, even though Alexander Hamilton has voted against his allies every chance that he's gotten. He's somehow staying in here. Alex, I gotta go to you for a second. What is going on? You're muted. The evil wizard cast his spell on you.
Damn you, evil wizard. No, usually I'm known for being somewhat principled. A lot going on for me. Firstly, Sue Sylvester has sworn lifelong vengeance on me, which, spoiler alert, didn't go great for me the last time that happened. Ghostface is either hitting on me or threatening me. I'm intrigued by the first, not loving the second part of that. And Nicole says she's in a relationship that doesn't matter to me. In fact, that's actually how I like them. So I have a flirtmance with literally my wife's sister. So Nicole, tell me how to say no to this, because the situation's helpless and my body's saying hell yes. I've given up my time to hit on Nicole. Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, I would say a relationship between Alexander Hamilton and Nicole Franzel was less unexpected than the Rob and Ghostface rivalry, but still, definitely in the uncanny valley that is this entire thing. Well, the good news is Alexander Hamilton, Nicole Franzel, they are buddying up, and they brought in a third in the form of Ferris. Ferris, what are you doing with these two?
I'm playing this game. It's weird. So first of all, okay, so I'm getting the ropes now. So this is the merge. We've made the merge. This is the buff, right? We made the merge. This is the merge.
Kind of. Yeah, I mean, people will typically wear the same thing over and over again in the house, but this is not Survivor, just to be clear.
I can tell. It's weird sitting on a chair. Why can't I just sit on the floor like a stump or something? But also, you said this is a safe space. I'm in a house. Where's the hummus? Why can I not get some good hummus around here?
Well,
what is going on?
I am Mr. B. Bloom is my last name, so I'll put in a special order for you.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Also, where's Eileen? I need her help.
I don't think I can grant requests for groceries, not for personal visits. So maybe next time, wait for the loved one's visit.
And can I ask you one last question? Is that possible?
Of course. Yeah.
Do you think Kirby's feeling me? What do you think is up there?
I have no earthly idea. I think Kirby, quite frankly, I have a tough time pinning down anything she does at any point in time. So in the range of all possibilities, sure. Yeah.
I think she'll be feeling me. I do.
All right. Fantastic. I love when I talk one-on-one with these house guests, and 75% of the time, they're talking about who they want to get with. That just makes for my night personally. But somebody's got to get with this HOH room. Another endurance competition. This time we're hanging from disco balls. Alexander Hamilton and Ferris both drop first and second. Not great. But Nicole is in the top alongside Foxy Cleopatra and Ghostface. Our fourth HOH is Nicole Franzel. Look at this. Nicole back-to-back competition wins.
I'm telling you, I'm so proud of myself. I can't, holy crap. It's so good.
All right. Well, Nicole, this is obviously a place you have been many times over your
Mhm.
Big Brother career. Do you have a different approach this time around?
Basically, I'm trying so hard to align a little bit more with women, which is why I haven't aligned with them at all yet. And I really think that's working for me. I'm really just so excited. And I don't know. I just am excited to be here.
That's great. You know what they say, if you can't acknowledge that it's broken, don't fix it. But we're about to fix something good for two of these players as Nicole is about to nominate them. Let's get into it. Nicole has chosen to nominate Bella and Rob. Let's bring them up here. Rob, here we are from HOH to the block. How you feeling right now?
Look, Nicole, I do really like you. You give us a lot to talk about on the podcast. I don't know why you have this grudge. We're all good. It's all good.
I mean, Rob, are you mistaking Nicole Franzel for another Nicole in your life, and that's what's led to this schism?
No.
All right. Fantastic. Succinct answer, as always. Bella, you're becoming the Pawn Star here this season. What's going on?
About 3 things I'm absolutely positive. First, Nicole Franzel has it in for me. Second, there's a part of my alliance, Alexander Hamilton, that I think thirsts for my blood. And third, I am unconditionally and irrevocably in love with Edward Cullen.
Okay, great. Well, the shout-outs are usually reserved for the eviction vote, but we always appreciate, we love here. Do you know Big Brother creates more marriages than The Bachelor?
But how many does Forks Washington create?
I can't tell you. I've never been there. Bella, thank you so much. Well, we are at a fork in the competition here as we approach a crucial veto competition. Let's see who's going to be playing here today. Nicole draws Alexander Hamilton, the Boothang. Bella draws Kirby, and Rob draws Ferris. All right, so all of the Alexander, Nicole, Ferris trio is all working together here. The newfound Schuyler sisters inside the Big Brother house. Let's see if they'll have a lockdown on both competitions this week. Cinco de Mayo, never too early to celebrate, in my opinion. You got to break open the piñatas, which are full of spoiled mayonnaise, to find love. Well, this show was doing goop even back in the day. So, unfortunately for the prevailing trio, Nicole and Alexander will finish last and fifth. So it's going to come down to Ferris, Kirby, and Bella here. And the winner is Kirby. You have won the power of veto. Interesting position to win it. You're going to have to show your cards a little bit here.
I know. Look, it's tough. I've been playing the middle, and by playing the middle, I mean voting out my own allies, which feels like a good strategy right now. What am I supposed to do? I'm running out of allies. So I think I'm not going to ruffle any feathers. I'm not going to use the power of veto.
Okay, so we are going back and forth here. Kirby will not use the power of veto. The final nominees are Bella and Rob. Let's go into some of our house events here, because this could determine the course of fate. Rob witnesses an object move on its own and considers leaving the game. Not a great week for Rob. Oh no, another deepfake of Ferris in the house. He suspects Ghostface is behind it. Ferris, you're just too damn popular, man.
They want to be me. Even when I can't be myself, they want to be me. They all love me. They have to love me. They have no choice. You either love me or you get voted out. That's the way things worked in my season. That's the way things are going to work here.
Why do you suspect Ghostface here? Is it because he's donning another personality that it's easy for him to do?
I feel like, if I may analyze Ghostface a little bit, and again, safe space, just you and me. I feel like Ghostface is wearing a mask because Ghostface is an insecure little loser who, kind of looked like they knew what they were doing if they had played my game Survivor before and maybe went out like a measly sixth because they're not that good. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from Ghostface if Ghostface was playing my game of Survivor and now they're here with a new mask, new identity. But I don't know. I just think at the end of the day, I'm just such a prize. So you're going to want to be me. So that's kind of what's happening here.
I'm so sorry. We accidentally broadcast that DR to the rest of the house. But I'm sure it's going to be okay. Don't worry.
Good. Send it again.
All right. I fear how close up he's going to be the next time I cut to him here. Meanwhile, a little bit of fun stuff going on here. Tashi Duncan tries to bob for apples, and Kirby yells at her for wasting food. Tashi, we haven't heard from you in a while. It's because you've had an apple in your mouth the entire time?
I meant that as a euphemism, and then they actually had me bobbing for apples. I don't even know what Kirby is yelling about. I'm sure.
Yeah. I would say people from your generation, I don't think know about bobbing for apples. I think I got killed with COVID considerably.
Yeah. So I was up to, although I think Challenger's literally said it in the past, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't know what Kirby's up to. She has no love for me, Mike, I guess.
Oh boy. All right. Well, no love, and quite literally love on the tennis court, and that it is at a 0. Well, I keep cutting people off. I'm so sorry. But we have to get into the vote. Here we have our 4th vote between Bella and between Rob. 6 votes to evict. We could face a tie here. Dare I start with Alexander Hamilton? No, I'm going to start with Ghostface and Tashi first, because these are going to be the ones that are more likely to evict Rob. Alexander Hamilton is one of the biggest wild cards, so who the hell knows? But Ghostface, I imagine, is going to vote to evict Rob. Why do I even try to prognosticate? Ghostface votes to evict Bella. Okay, interesting. Tashi, are you going to follow suit here? No, Tashi votes to evict Rob. So Ghostface, look at this. Ghostface, despite feuding publicly with Rob Cesternino for the past month, decides to keep him here. Will Alexander Hamilton be the turncoat this time? No, Alexander Hamilton voted to evict Rob. Oh, Ghostface might pin this on Alexander Hamilton. That might be a little tough, but regardless of what happens, there's sure to be drama abound. Let's see how everybody else voted. Let's go to Foxy. Foxy voted to evict Rob, so we are guaranteed a tie at worst. One more vote, and Rob is donezo. Let's go to Kirby, our veto winner. Kirby votes for Bella. Okay. Interesting. So once again, it all comes down to the man of the extreme close-up in Ferris. If he votes to evict Rob, he's out the door. If it's a vote for Bella, it's a tie. And then it turns out that we're going to have to get the tie broken by Nicole. The HOH Ferris votes to evict Bella. Oh, we have a tie, everybody. Incredible. All right, Nicole, come on up here. A tie vote, big surprise, shockwave through the Big Brother house on eviction night. The job is now yours. You have to single-handedly evict Bella or Rob. I have a feeling what you're gonna do, but I'll be intrigued to see if you buck that trend.
So, Mike, here's the thing. When I came into this game, I really wanted to make sure that I would be the only girl that cries and gets attention from guys while wearing a plaid shirt. And that didn't happen. So I'm so sorry, but I'm going to have to vote to evict Bella.
There we go. Bella, you were up against your fellow person in plaid, and you were evicted, bitten in the neck, stabbed in the back, or staked through the heart, if you will, by Nicole Franzel. How are you feeling right now?
Nicole, she's impossibly fast and strong. Her skin is pale white and ice cold. Her eyes change color, and sometimes she speaks like she's from a different time. She doesn't really eat and drink anything, and she never goes into the sunlight. I should have known.
Well, Bella, how are you feeling right now? I mean, it was a tough ride for you. It was a tough road. You got put on the block 3 out of 4 weeks. How do you feel about your journey in the game?
All I have to say is, unlike Nicole, I have someone back home who will love me forever. And for my parting words. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho.
I, uh, uh, oh, oh, oh. I'm speechless. I think in 10 years of podcasting, I've not been rendered as speechless as that. I think I knew nothing about Bella Swan. I think I know even less about her now coming in and out of this game. So thank you so much, Bella, for all of that. I think it's safe to say that you are the biggest enigma of this game. And now you are the first member of our jury as we move into our final 8 here. Yeah, so all this drama, Nicole votes to evict Bella. After all, let's go into our alliances here. So now we're down to 3 people that just can't stop betraying each other in Alexander Hamilton, Ghostface, and Tashi. Though it makes sense with a serial killer here that you'd be accustomed to being stabbed in the back. Foxy and Kirby, they're playing a little low-key, but they're still going strong. We could call them, I would say Furby, but I believe that was the name for Ferris and Kirby, who Ferris himself is caught in another situation working with Alexander Hamilton and Nicole, but not so fast. Foxy and Kirby are DOA. Let's talk to the DOA woman herself. Foxy, it's been a low-key couple weeks for you, and you just lost your closest ally.
I have been in mourning, darling. I can't tell you how upset I am that some of my closest allies betrayed other allies, and they're gone and out of this game. Sue, I'm going to avenge your assassinators.
Okay, there we go. Swears of vengeance from Foxy Cleopatra. The best way to get vengeance is to win head of household. And let's see if she will. By the numbers. Let's see who's good at math here. Well, Tashi only knows how to count to 3, and the education system was not great in the 1700s, so Alexander Hamilton finishes right in front of her. It comes down to Kirby, Foxy, and Ferris. Okay, so look at this. The 2 that just broke apart are now vying for a spot in the HOH room, as is Ferris, and our week 5 HOH is Ferris. Deep fake no more. Congratulations, sir. HOH, how you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great, Mike. This feels just like my journey on the island. By the way, shout out to all my dogs on the island. We did this for you. I'm so happy to be here. This is great. I'm getting the hang of this. You know what? The Americans, pretty chill, pretty cool people. We like them. They're nice.
Thank you. Yes, say that before they do end up blindsiding you. But listen, for now, 100% approval rating from Ferris.
Happy.
All right. Well, 2 people will not be happy as a result of Ferris's actions. He has to nominate 2. Now, I imagine 2 people will certainly be off the table, leaving the other 5 up for grabs here. And Ferris will nominate Ghostface Killer and Rob Sesternino, the avowed enemies. Let's bring him in just for a brief second here. Rob. Oh, he's blanketed. He's full on blanketed. Back-to-back nominations, Rob. It ain't a good look.
Mike, it's not good.
No, not good at all, Rob. But listen, you've been in more dire straits, right? Like, you've just got to rely on the support of your metaphoric patrons inside the house.
I haven't been this depressed since Angela went home.
Oh, my God. Well, I'm glad to hear your shtick is still working, even if, unfortunately, your social game is not. Ghostface up against your biggest enemy since Sidney Prescott. How you doing right now?
I'm doing okay. I mean, I feel like Ghost is just a little bit misunderstood. I'm misunderstood in the house.
Yeah, I would say that maybe identifying yourself would help your fellow house guests understand you a little bit. Okay, that is a firm no from the Ghostface Killer. Will it be his undoing? Safe to say he will return in some way, possibly from another clutch veto win. Let's see who's playing here. Only 2 people are going to sit out the veto competition this time. Ferris draws Tashi to play. Ghostface draws Nicole. And Rob draws Alexander Hamilton. So pretty good draw for Ghostface. He gets his two main allies alongside him. Let's see if it's going to help play out here. The BB 500, maneuvering a wooden car through a maze. Ghostface Killer, not very dexterous, ends up finishing in last. Alexander Hamilton right in front of him, and Rob in fourth place. So both nominees end up losing the veto here. The only hope Ghostface has is if Tashi ends up winning here, because otherwise it's Ferris and Nicole who are going to be in the top here. And the winner is Ferris, first person all season to win both HOH and veto, and he is incredibly close at this moment, as you were to those wins. How you doing right now?
I'm doing good. They're recognizing now. We waited. We stayed calm. We didn't show anything off. Shirt stayed on. Idle stayed in. No one knows what to expect. And now they're about to get lulled into a false sense of security. They didn't put me in any alliances in the beginning, but now they're all going to come running to Papa.
All right. Well, Ferris, give it to me straight here. You hold all the power. Are you going to pull a Ferris and make a big move, or are you keeping things the same?
What are you, silly? No, we, listen, we're keeping things the same around here. If I have something to say about it, you don't win all the power to then do some goofy extra stuff. That's not what we're about here.
All right. If that
Let's keep it boring. I'm sorry. We're going to keep it boring this week.
You expended all your chaos in Australian Survivor Titans v Rebels. So.
I did. Also, Ray, please, hope you're doing okay. I miss you, buddy. Eileen, I miss you too. Hope you're both doing great. Okay, bye.
All right. Goodbye, Ferris, as he will say goodbye to using the veto, as the final nominees are Ghostface Killer and Rob Citronino. One of these enemies will end up paying the price. But first, we have some house events. Foxy Cleopatra takes a break from the game to dream about her deep dive with Taryn. Didn't take her for an RHAP fan, but I guess when you're in the endless void of purgatorial death, you've got nothing to do but listen to live feed updates. Ferris tries to bob for apples, and Kirby yells at him for racing food. Kirby, why are you such a on guard about this apple wasting?
What the hell, man? We have a limited amount of food out here on the island, okay? Can we not waste food bobbing for apples?
I should probably let you know that there is a stock set of groceries that we do order for you.
Why didn't anybody tell me?
I would assume it was, the case when you sort of came back every day and the pantry was magically restocked.
This is absolutely ridiculous. This game is so easy.
Kibbs, we're in a house. Everything's free. Eat up, friend. Everything's free.
Look, we gotta keep our connection under the radar. All right, buddy. Maybe that's what it was.
You look good in that pink shirt.
Okay, I don't want to be privy to this. Okay, thank you, Kirby. Thank you, Kirby.
My platonic relationship with Ferris, just to
yes,
clarify.
as is canonized, as we all are aware, because the real McCoy may or may not be watching this as well, and we don't want any to be made. Just to be clear, Kirby, you're not done yet, because Kirby won't stop smiling. The house guests worry she may be possessed by an evil entity. Well, she maybe just might be promoting the newest hit motion picture, Smile 2, now in theaters. I don't know. Maybe it's coming. Let's go to our eviction vote here. Okay. Ghostface Killer, Rob Cesternino, one of you will be going tonight. Let's take a look at the votes here. Now, I've been burned many times by this, but on paper, Alexander Hamilton and Tashi Duncan, who have been working with the Ghostface Killer since the very first day, if you could believe it, they would definitely vote to keep Ghostface in this instance, correct? Let's see if that's the case. After just evicting, one of their allies in Bella, I would imagine that they're actually going to keep Ghostface here. Tashi votes to evict Ghostface. You are worse than Faute. You are one of the worst alliances I have ever seen in the history of the show. You keep voting each other out for no reason. Alexander Hamilton, did you follow suit? No, you voted to evict Rob. Okay, so Alexander Hamilton has gained some sense, whereas Tashi has apparently caught the virus of voting against her allies here, and it leaves Ghostface in a precarious position. You think he'd be banking on these 2 votes, but he has to get at least 2 more here. Foxy is going to vote Rob. Okay, 2 votes Rob, 1 vote Ghostface. Nicole is going to vote Ghostface. Okay, so it comes down to Kirby. She is going to have to pick out one of these guys like an apple from a bucket. And the next person evicted from the Big Brother house is Rob Sesternino. A 3-2 vote sends Rob out of the game. Rob, feels very odd to be doing your exit interview at this point, but that's probably the least weird thing that has happened tonight for you.
I think that we need to have the Rob that doesn't suck say a couple of words. Hey.
Is that the word? Hey, the word's hey?
Hey. Ghostface. As far as I got. That's as far as I could do it.
What? You had about 5 weeks to work on that, Rob, and it is sterling. Well, I personally cannot wait. I think you're shooting for America's favorite house guest. You know, I think you've got a lot of wind at your back right now, including a lot of votes.
I go before the final 3. Since when? Since when?
About 2004, but who's counting? Rob, thank you so much. This was an absolute pleasure. You got your dream to play Big Brother. You got to make your own ops in there. It truly was such a pleasure getting to watch you play.
Thank you, Mike. Always a pleasure to talk to you. I'll see you. I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Okay, bye. Bye. All right, there we go. Rob is gone. And Ghostface Killer tweets the next day, "What up, RHAP Nation?" Just to taunt us, as he always does. As here we are, a vote of 3-2. Some wild votes going on here in our post-jury section. And now we are at the final several here. Alexander Hamilton, Ferris, Foxy Cleopatra, Ghostface, Kirby, Nicole Franzel, and Tashi Duncan. Something we should also notice, everyone in the final 7 has won at least one competition right now. Somehow, despite Tashi voting against her ally Ghostface, he has been kept in the game. And Alexander Hamilton, look at this, double dipping a little bit, but perhaps the dip will turn single as Alexander Hamilton, Ghostface, and Tashi are finally, they say death by 1,000 paper cuts, and Ghostface takes a lot of cuts to kill you, but it seems like you are done with your allies.
I want to work with Rob. Instead of Rob has a podcast, it's now Ghost has a podcast. I'm ready to make some trouble happen in his house, Mike.
Okay, well, Ghostface, a little bit of an interesting angle going off as a free agent, but I wish you the best of luck there. So, by that logic, there's only one alliance that is happening right now. It's Alexander Hamilton, Ferris, and Nicole. The other 4 are kind of like loose agents right now. Will they take advantage of that? Well, another trio steamrolled their way to the game. A steel cage match that comes down to Kirby, Tashi, and Ghostface. So no, the trio will not be in power this week. The person who will be in power is Ghostface. Look at this. Come on back up. You made your promise and you always live up to them. You are the new HOH.
Mike, life is good in the Big Brother Ghost house. Don't forget I voted against Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah, that's true. Though, he is also a ghost, so I would imagine you two would have something in common there. Okay, well, I will take that listless reaction as an excuse to end that conversation. Let's move into your nominees here. Now, this is interesting for Ghostface because Ghostface could immediately get revenge on the 2 allies that he has severed ties with. Or he could just go after the person that just nominated him. He's got a lot of people to pick and choose from. Kirby didn't use the veto on him. Let's see the nominees. Ferris and Kirby. Oh my God. I gotta bring you both up here.
What the hell, bro? Look, I know people, okay? I may not know a lot about Big Brother. I know people. I don't know fictional characters. All right? I have a hard time connecting behind the mask. This is a challenge for me.
Just say you hate Australia, guy.
I don't think he's seen it. He doesn't have access to the spreadsheet. I think he's just going off of vibes, to be quite honest.
Fitting for a ghost face. Yeah. It's a little sus.
It's a little sus. All
Yeah.
right, I'm just saying. Two Australians and black.
One of the rules of scary movies is that you don't go anywhere alone. Randy Meeks taught me that, and so I think that's why he wanted to go after a duo.
Ugh, I don't accept that logic. Look,
Yeah.
but I'm resilient. Okay, so I'm gonna
That's
fight
true.
for this. I've been throwing comps so far, so I'm down to win veto.
Except for the time you won the veto.
Well, yeah, but that was just like to prove to my allies I like could win competitions, like it could be valuable, but they left me anyway. So
You see, the thing about me and Kibbs, we do not go out here, okay? That's not gonna happen. Try again,
look at this.
Just
Look at
peering.
this. Would you believe it? Another deepfake Ferris ends up showing up here in the chat.
Not another one.
Ridiculous.
The platonic friends are on the block together.
We are. Oh, can I talk
Yes.
about? Wait. Mr. B, can you get rid of Kirby? I need to talk to you.
Hey.
Oh, okay, sure. What's going on, Ferris?
So I actually, no one else is gonna know this. I kind of snuck in a phone. And
Why
I was
are
talking.
you telling me? I'm the director.
Because you said there is producer contestant confidentiality. I don't want to hear it. So I was talking to Eileen, and Eileen said, just pretend you want to be in a show, man. They'll get behind you. It'll work out for you. So I was like, me and Kirby are really good friends, platonic good friends. And if I do that, that could curry some favor. And I think it's worked so far.
All right. Well, I guess I'll look past the whole phone thing, I suppose. I don't want to know how you got the phone in or specifically where the phone got in. But you know what? All the power to you then. I hope the bidet became of nice use to you in the house.
Thank you.
All right. Ferris and Kirby, dire straits right now. Let's see who's going to be participating in the POV. Only one person sitting out. Ghostface draws Alexander Hamilton, who I believe Alexander Hamilton has been drawn to play in every single veto competition this season. You could call him the Tyler. You could call him the anti-Sari. Whatever you want to say, his chip is permanently in that bag. Ferris draws Tashi. And Kirby draws Foxy. So Nicole, with her melodic voice, gets to host this veto competition of Otev, the Sweet Tooth Shark. I imagine he's going to speak with some sort of like Bruce Australian accent from Finding Nemo, which is just going to be horrifically butchered and, really offend our Australians here. And it's going to drive Kirby to finishing in the top 3 alongside Ghostface, our HOH, and Alexander Hamilton. And our winner is Ghostface. Look at this. Back-to-back full week competition wins here. Ghostface really coming on strong.
It's a big week for Ghostface, Mike.
It's a big week indeed. Well, Ghostface, talk to me about what's going through your probably very, very sweaty head right now. What are your thoughts? Do you want to keep the nominations the same, or are you going to switch something up?
I'm ready to switch things up, Mike. However, I want to see how the House votes. I want to not use the power of veto this week.
Okay, the streak continues, folks. Ghostface, the HOH, will not use the power of veto. And so one of Ferris or Kirby is going. Let's go inside the house, check out some events from this week. Nicole Franzel won't stop smiling. The house guests worry she may be possessed by an evil entity. Oh, Nicole, are people just mistaking your Midwest charm for some sort of demonic possession?
I'm also just really happy because I somehow got this phone and I just started calling my husband.
Did you
and
watch the
Derek.
phone before after you got it?
No.
All right. I'm gonna have to consult with the on-set physician. There may be a case of pink eye going around.
Yes.
All right. Well, Nicole, I'm so glad you're on.
Regardless, I know that you're gonna love me anyway. Thanks, Julie.
Okay, not Julie Chen Moonves in the slightest, but you know what? I will take it. Foxy Cleopatra finds Ferris creepy and tells the other house guests, Foxy, spreading some shit about Ferris?
Well, you could see how he is always coming up close to the camera. Well, he's always coming up close to me like that. And sometimes maybe he's just not into it.
I mean, I guess that's true. Personal space is something that needs to be minded even in death. Is that right?
Absolutely. You got to keep I still have an aura, an aura of groovy, sexy goddess energy.
Very, very true. Just don't spray that essence anywhere in the have not room. I hear that's very taboo.
Absolutely not.
All right. And then finally, look at these former allies, Alexander Hamilton and Ghostface Killer. Alexander Hamilton hears creaky floorboards and goes to investigate, only to be scared by Ghostface. Alexander Hamilton, you got spooked. You got tricked by the Ghostface Killer. Join the club. That silent spell has hit you again, Alexander Hamilton.
My gosh, the evil wizard is just around here. But yeah, I was scared by the idea of monogamy. The idea that I'm running out of people to hit on as the house dwindles. I don't enjoy that. So
why do you play like you're running out of time, Alexander?
Why do I play vetoes like I'm running out of time? Every single veto, haven't won one yet, but veto day and night like we're running out of time. Every veto like I'm running out of time. So I'll see you at the next one, but I don't think I'll win.
Well, yeah, you are guaranteed to play in the veto.
Exactly, and I know Big Brother, so that's how that works. Yeah.
All right. Well, you may know Big Brother, so you know what's coming next here, folks. One of Ferris or Kirby is going. Let's go into our votes here. Now, there are 4. So let's start with, I'll start with Foxy Cleopatra here. She's working with Kirby. I would imagine she's going to vote to evict Ferris here. Yep, she will vote to evict Ferris. A rare dose of logic inside of the Brant Steele this season. Now, what's interesting is how I'm assuming Alexander Hamilton and Nicole will also, they will vote in the proper direction here. Yep, Alexander Hamilton votes to evict Kirby. Nicole Franzel votes to evict Ferris. Okay, interesting. So now it comes down to Tashi. Tashi could tie this up by voting to evict Kirby, or Nicole might have just sent Ferris home here. Tashi votes to evict Kirby. It's another tie. Wow. Tie again. Ghostface likes to tie people up here. Come to the stage again. You really do hold out the power this week, Ghostface. HOH, veto, and now the sole decision to evict. This was your master plan. You wanted to see where the house lay. It's split in twain. Who are you voting to evict?
Oh, Mike, life is good in the Ghostface house. Now, let me tell you this. I remember what happened last week, and I remember a young man by the name of Ferris nominated your boy. He's out of here.
Okay, there we go. That's a very pregnant pause, as pregnant as apparently Sue Sylvester is. And so, unfortunately, Ferris, it was going right from the top to the bottom here. You know it well from Survivor. Unfortunately, you will not claim the second W to sit alongside Nicole Franzel, as through the tie, Ghostface Killer has decided to evict you. Get some nice, deep-seated revenge. How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great. This is a great opportunity for someone to make a name for themselves. I've already made my name. Now I'm here, international. Maybe I'll be Pitbull next time. Who knows? Mr. Worldwide. Here's what I will say, though, Mike, in this very confidential room between me and you that we've agreed upon. I don't know who Ghostface is. If my theory does prevail, yeah, they're trying to get as much glory as they can, and getting me out is kind of a big deal. So let them hold on to this, have dreams of this moment, because you know what I think? I think my girl Curbs is going to come for their head, and I think she isn't going to miss. Last time I bet on myself, this time I bet on Kirby. Good luck to the rest of you losers. Back to Australia we go. Bye!
All right, goodbye, Ferris. Please take your ass phone with you, please. Okay, well, let's move on here, as we have promptly hung up on Ferris. We move on to our final 5, or yes, final 6. Sorry, final 6. I keep looking at Ghostface and thinking that he's in black and white, erroneously. So the only group left, Alexander Hamilton and Nicole, are right where they wanted to be this entire time, in each other's arms. All hail Hamilzil, I think is what the hashtag has been in the chat. Hamilzil sounds like some sort of cream to treat hemorrhoids, but here we are. Let's see if they can treat losing an ally here in the game. HOH competition, house guest Soup. Tasha doesn't want to hang out in the hot tub. She is out first, followed by Nicole. Our next HOH is either going to be Kirby, Foxy, or Hamilton. And the winner is Alexander Hamilton, second HOH. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I finally won. I didn't throw away my shot. I'm a little upset that Nicole, one of my many loves, did vote out Ferris. If you stand for nothing, Nicole, what do you fall for? But that is still superseded by the fact that I'm very attracted to Nicole. So that's still okay.
All right, well, let's do this, because now we're starting getting to the pointy end of the game, to quote, a country that Ferris and Kirby hail from. Why don't we do this? I'll filibuster a bit as Alexander Hamilton, you will receive perhaps a communique, an inspiration as to who you want to nominate. When you're all set, why don't you tell me face to face who you're going to put up for eviction out of the remaining 5 people?
Yeah, I've got a couple of people. The first one I'm going to say is someone who is technically Australian, but I have a friend who's Australian, and that friend has told me that that person's Australian accent leaves a lot to be desired. So firstly, Kirby. I'm going to put up Kirby. Secondly, I'm going to put up Tashi Duncan, because I know that Tashi Duncan likes threesomes, and yet nothing has happened. So I'm kind of confused about why I've been left out of that. So those are my 2 nominations.
All right, let's check briefly in with our 2 nominees. Tashi, it's been a while since we've seen you on this court, but you're up again.
I know, I'm back at it. I mean, the whole point, it looked like we were voting against each other, but the whole point is to push your tennis players hard. It's supposed to push them, get them motivated. This is the whole point. This was my strategy the whole time. It's kind of falling apart here at the end. This is
all right.
Yeah.
Kirby.
Beat you, Ferris.
What? Well, I may not be for long, because you are sitting on the block for the 2nd week in a row. What's going on right now?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I did better than he did this time. So really, who's the real champion? Okay.
Spoken like a true professional footballer, saying, well, I'm the real winner for beating Ferris.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. You just gotta beat the person who beat you last time, then technically you get their title. I think that's how it works, right?
Yeah, exactly. It really is like a
Yeah.
nice game of King of the Hill or a wrestling match.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
All right. Well, everybody is going to be participating in the veto competition, especially our HOH Alexander Hamilton. So everything is up for grabs right now. Vincent Van Veto. I believe this is the draw something competition. And so Tashi finishes last, Nicole finishes in 5th, and Hamilton finishes in 4th. So we are down to Kirby, Foxy, and Ghostface. Our veto winner is Kirby. You have won the power of veto. There we go. Just like Australian Survivor proper, once your back was against the wall, you finally started winning competitions again. I got to imagine this is a pretty open and shut decision for you to use it, right?
Exactly. This is what I do. People think of me as a social strategic player, but I was also a comp based on my season. So of course I'm going to use the power of veto on myself.
And her accent's better than the singing in the house. Oh, damn. What was that? What noise was that? Oh, I don't know.
Deep fake Ferris keeps lingering in the house. We broke the programming.
I know. Exactly. Yeah, that was actually deep fake Ferris the whole time. He wasn't actually here because we were platonically in a relationship.
All right. Well, Alexander Hamilton, who is very much not in a platonic relationship, it's back on you. You have to nominate somebody.
Oh, yeah.
in Kirby's place.
Right. Okay. And I knew that. So firstly, is Ferris the person in the chat incredibly angry about my singing? Or is that someone else who's angry about the singing? Secondly, I will nominate the dead Cleopatra lady for the reasons of you two seem to not be really coming onto my advances, and I don't get it. I mean, we're both dead. What else are we gonna do? You know?
All right. Well, Alexander Hamilton is not giving life to this dynamic. Foxy Cleopatra, you're up on the block and looking to possibly go home right now. How are you feeling?
I don't feel real good about this because Mr. Alexander, or whatever his name might be, I think he only likes blondes. He doesn't like this type of groovy blonde, and I take offense to that. So if I stay, I'm coming for him. I'm coming for his neck.
Yeah, safe to say that you did live 200 years after Alexander Hamilton, so he does have many questions about your entire realm of existence.
Well, that's okay, but he still didn't need to nominate me. He could have gotten to know me a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, he did have 6 weeks, but unfortunately, 6 will be the limit for one of you. So, as we'll go through the motions here, it's going to come down to Tashi or Foxy Cleopatra as the next boot. But let's see what's going on in the house. Nicole receives a phone call saying that they're going to be evicted in 7 days. Nicole, I told you, don't pick up the butt phone.
It was it was really horrible. I didn't know that Derek could see the future. I mean, shit. I mean, crap.
What? So Derek Levasseur was the one that called you and said you'd be evicted in a week?
Yeah, he's he's kind of the one who kind of guides me through these games.
Wow, okay. Detective Derek, who thought a little bit of a clairvoyant as well. Maybe he's using the evil wizard's evil eye.
I wouldn't be shocked. I heard that he's in cahoots with evil wizards.
Yes, very, very
Yeah.
true. All right, well, Nicole, we'll see if that prophecy comes true. Meanwhile, look at Kirby putting in that social game, bonding extremely well with Ghostface. These two will be 2 of the few to not vote here, as we are down to Foxy and Tashi. We'll be saying bye to one of them. 3 votes to evict. Let's see what happens here. So let's start with, well, let's see. None of them are in alliances, so really anything is up for grabs. We'll start with Nicole, because Nicola is this sort of like attached at the hip with Alexander Hamilton. I would imagine she votes where he wants to vote. So we'll see what Alexander Hamilton wants to do with his HOH. Nicole votes to evict Foxy Cleopatra. Okay, maybe this was like a renom backdoor situation. Kirby just got taken off the block, is going to vote to evict Foxy. And Ghostface voted to evict Tashi. I don't think we've had a unanimous vote this entire season so far. So good streak as Ghostface votes in the minority here to evict Tashi, but it is not enough as Foxy Cleopatra. Disco is dead, and now you are twice over.
I'm not happy about this. Kirby was supposed to be my ally, my girl, and now I got taken out by that white man, Alexander Hamilton.
Depending on how you look at the stage show, you might quibble with the white man label, but I absolutely get it. Foxy, I'm so sorry for this to happen, but did you have fun on Big Brother? Was this as great as like a night at Studio 54?
Well, I really wanted to do a little bit more grooving. I want a little bit more dancing. I wanted to sing Staying Alive, but I didn't get the chance because I didn't stay alive. So.
And also, we definitely would have cut it from the feeds, unfortunately. Though I do believe the background is what we used every time we cut the feeds this season. Oh, can you bow out of frame for a second? Here we go. Ready? Yeah, that's what we had to deal with all season long. All right, let me go back to this. Not that. Yeah, we'll do this and this. Okay. Well, now it's super. No, I just ruined it all with my bit. Okay. Here, I'll just do this. I'll do this now, actually. This is a fun little new layout. As we get into our end game here, we're at the final 5. So 2-1, Foxy Cleopatra is done. And we're down to Hamilton, Ghostface Killer, Kirby, Nicole, Tashi. Only one of you can win. And there's no alliance at this point. Alexander Hamilton and Nicole, they're donezo. That's it. So there's only so much that we can do here. Let's see what happens next. The HOH competition is more important than ever. Bull in a china shop. Tashi finishes last, and it comes down to Nicole, comes down to Ghostface, and it comes down to Kirby. Our new HOH is Ghostface Killer, back to back. How you doing right now?
Oh, Ghostface is real good, Mike. Real good. Final 5, we're about to stir some things up in the house, and I'm ready for blood.
Okay, well, yeah, you love blood, so talk to me about this. Why don't you just give me the 2 nominations, because you're nominating basically half the house at this point.
That's correct, Mike. Considering I called Nicole several different times, you always answer the phone when Ghostface calls. Nicole declined my call every single time.
Ooh.
Nicole's going on the block.
Ooh, okay. Nicole, I believe, goes on the block for the first time this season. Who's joining her up there?
Just an old ally of mine, Tashi Duncan.
Oh, never say this man does not repay his debts, as Tashi and Nicole are on the block. Nicole, I got to get your reaction here as we take the Ghostface away. What are you doing right now?
I'm crying. I just fight so hard to be on these shows, and just like nobody ever expects me to go far, and then I do it every single time. And nobody says I'm a copyist. I am. And then all of a sudden, somebody that you like in the house just puts you up. It's frustrating, Mike.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, I think you'll show your comp beast coming up right now in the veto.
You better believe it. I'm gonna go kick some ugly butt in there. Well,
There we go.
like
Ugly butt.
an ugly girl. Oh, so awkward.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Listen, if I had a nickel every time I heard the word ugly butt compared to me, I'd have
Ugly butt, yeah.
I'd have $750,000. Tashi, let's go to you here. This is tough. I mean, listen, turnabout is fair play, and you did, I believe, vote out Ghostface Killer at some point.
Yeah, because Ghostface didn't vote with us earlier in the game. Also, Nicole Franzel, she won a Big Brother season twice. That was like a challengers version, not like the US Open or something. Like it was like a lesser version of Big Brother, I presume.
Yes. Well, you know, it is I don't know golf incredibly well, but I guess she didn't have the Grand Slam. She's working on the Grand Slam right now.
Golf. Not golf, tennis.
Well, now I even show how even less I know sports. That makes a lot more sense considering your modus operandi.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna win this. I haven't won any. I've come last in almost every challenge, but that's just been a ruse the whole time. So this is really when I'll kick it into gear.
Well, that's because, Tashi, you did say you were a golf player, and so people don't necessarily know your tennis background.
I told everyone I was a golf player. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's at least what I figured. So let's see. Listen, might be a hole in one here for Tashi, or at least an eagle. Final 5 veto. Here we go. Niagara Balls. Oh, perfect competition for this house. So this is the one with all the bouncing balls pouring into the backyard. Absolute chaos. Ghostface finishes last. Kirby finishes 4th. So it comes down to the former lovers in Hamziel and Tashi. And our winner is Alexander Hamilton. Okay. Interesting, because Alexander, on paper, you can make a big move here. You could use the veto on one of these nominees, and Ghostface would be forced to put up another person by proxy.
Yeah, and you would think I would protect Nicole, the woman that I love. But I'm not very loyal to the women that I love. So I'm not going to be using the veto. I will be throwing away my shot, ironically, and not using the veto tonight.
Okay, the story of tonight, no veto use for Alexander Hamilton. So yes, final decision. The nominees are locked in. One of Nicole or Tashi will be our 5th place boot here. Let's see what's going on in the house. They're at it again, folks. Nicole and Alexander make up a song about their experience this week at the Big Brother house. Let me go to the musical genius himself here, Alexander Hamilton. Was this a reprise, or did you go for something a little more ballad as compared to the up-tempo last time?
No, I could hear what Nicole was singing. She was singing, I'm watching it burn. I hope that you burn. And who can blame her? Because that was pretty disloyal, and I genuinely don't know why the AI wouldn't have me save my longtime showmans, but that is the Brant Steele. So I'm kind of sorry, Nicole. I'm sorry that you had to sing sadly about me and burn all the letters.
Yeah, well, me as well, because for the second time this season, it did cause the sprinklers to go off. We had to do like a whole outdoor lockdown to clean up everything. It's like a hide and go veto situation in there, just absolute wreckage all around.
Yeah, it burned down the Big Brother house. It's true. I tend to do that in my romantic relationships. I'm kind of a cad. It's just true. It's just who I
Well,
am.
you've got that F-boy energy, Hamilton.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it, we love it so much. All right, well, let's talk about one of our nominees here, Tashi. Tashi holds a meeting to apologize for her behavior in the house. It's well received. But how well received is it? So we only have 2 votes to evict this week. I think it makes sense if we have Hamilton and Kirby each come up and give a reason as to why they're voting the way that they did. Kirby, I'm going to start with you here. Who are you voting for and why? I also heard marker on paper. Just to clarify, you don't need to write down your vote.
I'm still a little confused on the difference between the games that I've been playing, the food stuff, and now this voting situation. But look, I'm gonna cry. Freudian slip. I'm gonna vote for someone who, I'm not gonna lie, don't really get it. I don't really get it. I'm voting for Nicole here.
Okay, Kirby votes for Nicole. That's 1 vote, Nicole. So it comes down to the man of the hour, Hamilton. Now, you didn't use the veto on Nicole. Are you gonna follow it up with booting her here?
I can hear her singing. Can you hear her? The world has no right to my heart. The world has no place in our bed. They don't get to know what I said. I voted for Nicole. I am the worst. I'm the worst person alive. I voted out my showmans. I came in here literally just to hook up with people. I did. And then I voted her out. I'm burning the letters. Can you hear her burning the memories that my heart is you? Is anyone hearing this? She's crying.
Oh.
She's crying so much.
Alexander Hamilton, you son of a bitch.
I'm horrible.
You
I'm so
just
horrible.
torched your entire reputation by voting out your showmans.
I deserve the spit that Sue Sylvester is putting in my drinks. Okay, I deserved to be shot by Aaron Burr. Spoiler alert. I'm terrible.
Oh my god. All right. Well, you go sulk in your
But no one can hate me more than I hate myself, except that one guy in the chat who just despises me.
All right. Well, listen, everyone has a complicated relationship with the founding fathers. Hamilton, you can stew in your misery here, and let's wrap things up.
I'm watching it burn.
Jesus. All right. Well,
holy crap. I can't believe that. This is way worse. This cuts way deeper than Cody ever could.
Well, okay, so this is worse than Cody. I was about to ask about that.
You know, I thought I had something that was only limited for the time that we were in the house, but I was wrong, and I don't know how. I'm normally so good socially. I think.
I mean, what I will say, Nicole, is you did get a phone call a week ago, and we are here a week later. Could just fortune have fallen in the wrong direction for you?
Well, I do think that Derek's also coaching Alexander Hamilton, because before we got in the house, he told us that we were going to be playing. So maybe he is working for him.
Okay. Interesting. Derek might be having a lot of fingers in the pots here.
Derek! Oh!
Nicole, obviously you weren't able to get the 3rd win here, but what do you take away from your experience on this Big Brother Brant Steele?
I'm taking away a lot of love for Jesus and and small businesses.
Okay, those are my 2 loves. Thank you so much, Nicole. You will for the first time in a while, serve on a jury. So we shall see who you vote for.
I forgot what that's like.
All right. Well, you'll have a great time with it as Nicole heads off to the jury house here. Oh my God. Absolutely wild. All right. Let's get into it here. We're at the final four. My screen's not weird anymore. Massive betrayal by Alexander Hamilton. Was it the right decision? We shall see. So the final four, as we know, it's pretty much a comp crapshoot, right? Doesn't matter really who's nominated. It all comes down to who wins HOH, who wins veto. Those are two guaranteed spots in the finale. Let's see who one of them is going to be. Dearly departed. Oh, makes sense with all the dead people that existed in this Brant Steele. Comes down to Hamilton, Tashi, and Kirby, the only ones participating. Third place, Alexander Hamilton. So our winner is either Tashi or Kirby. And the final four HOH is Tashi Duncan. Congratulations. Safe to say, 3 is your lucky number here. You are making it to the final 3.
As if I would give up an opportunity to be in the final 3. 3 tickets to the finale, please. Mike
there
Bloom.
we go. So, listen, the nominees don't really matter much, but listen, swing away here. Show us who you're going to nominate for the final 4 veto.
Yeah, well, one has nominated me basically every time they've been head of household, and the other one yelled at me about apples. So I'm going to nominate Ghostface and Kirby.
There we go. Hell hath no fury, like a tennis coach scorned. So yes, Ghostface Killer, Kirby are on the block here. But let's be frank, not beauty. All that matters is the veto. The final veto winner. Alexander Hamilton is also playing. He's the Ann Peggy here. And he finishes in last. Comes down to Tashi, Ghostface, and Kirby. It comes down to the HOH and the 2 nominees. Third place, Tashi. So one of the nominees is going to win the final veto here. And the winner of the final veto competition is Kirby. Kirby, step on up here. Congratulations.
Boom, boom,
you have
boom.
made the finale. The comp streak continues.
I come correct. I come clutch. This is what I do. I win these competitions in the end game. The AI Ferris is also here to support my win.
Is that spelled FAIRAS?
Yeah, exactly. So look, I'm just an athlete. This is why I threw those competitions early. As I mentioned, I was definitely throwing them. Okay. I'm here. I'm winning. I love it.
Okay. So we're going to have then, assumingly, Kirby use the veto on herself. Yes. And Tashi will, of course, put up Alexander Hamilton. So it comes down to this. One of Alex or Ghostface is going here, and Kirby is going to be the one to cast the deciding vote. Let's see if some house events shake it up a little bit. Kirby witnesses an object move on its own and considers leaving the game. And after borrowing an item from Ghostface, Kirby accidentally breaks it. Kirby, what did you accidentally break of Ghostface's?
Do I care? I don't really care. Ghostface has been my ops from the moment I stepped into this game. I don't know what I did to them. So I probably broke all their stuff in some sort of meltdown after I considered leaving the game after seeing an object move. All right. It's all connected.
All right. Well, stay up here with us, Kirby, because the decision lies with you here. You broke Ghostface stuff, and now you're going to break somebody's game here. You have to pick between Alexander Hamilton and the Ghostface Killer to finish in 4th place, have their dreams dashed of winning this fictional prize. Who are you choosing to evict?
Alexander Hamilton, you were going on the block again, and now it's my turn to send you home. Boom! I cast my vote.
Wow!
Alexander Hamilton.
By a vote of 1-0, Alexander Hamilton, your time is officially done. Who lives, who dies? You're dying twice over right now. What happened here? How do you look back on what you did last time?
I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. Is this where it gets me? On my feet, several feet ahead of me? I see it coming. Do I run or fire my gun or let it be? There is no beat, no melody. Kirby, my first friend, my enemy. Maybe the last face I'll ever see. If I throw away my shot, is this how you remember me? What if this bullet is my legacy? I should do more, but I won't. I think that the chat will get mad.
Oh, listen, that's what got you in this place.
Legacy, what is a legacy? No, it's fine. It's fine.
Well, what is a legacy for you, Hamilton?
It's
I mean,
planting
you came in
seeds a
here.
garden you never get to see.
Yeah, I mean, you were, and that's why Bella actually was the one who was gardening this season. You came in from the beginning. You were an outcast. You found power. You voted against your allies a couple times.
Yeah.
You made it into a showmance. You voted out the showmance, and now you're on your way out the door. How do you look back upon your time in the game?
You know, I'm used to losing duels, right? And that's kind of what this was.
Oh, duels. I thought you said jewels.
Jewels. Am I saying it wrong? Jewels.
No, I mean, I was saying it as jewels, like jewelry, and I was very confused because I'm pretty sure Kirby was the one that broke Ghostface jewelry.
Yeah, and then she won this duel with me. So it's pretty
you were done.
painful.
You were undone by Aaron Burby.
Aaron Burby? Was this entire thing worth it for Aaron Burby? Yeah, it was. I wish that Aaron Burby knew that the world was wide enough for both Aaron Burby and me. But as Burby did not, I'm out of the game. I'm sorry to Nicole for all the things I did. Sue Sylvester, see you out there. Ghostface, we still have beef. I'm beefing with everyone. It's kind of true to history. So thank you for having me. I'm very upsetting. Very upsetting.
Well, Alexander, you cut an absolute swath through the game. I think it's safe to say you'll be back when it comes to Big Brother, whether you like it or not. Thank you so much. We'll see you on finale night.
Yep. See you then. See you then. Bye. I'm a ghost. Bye.
Wow, if I had a nickel every time someone awkwardly faded away after they were evicted, I would have 2 nickels. All right, let's go into our finale here. Our final 3 house guests. As Tashi said, 3 tickets to the finale. As we got the Ghostface Killer, Kirby, and Tashi. Look at this. 3 POV wins for Kirby. Veto Queen of the season. No alliances, so all it comes down to are comps. So, part 1. Endurance competition comes down to Kirby and Tashi, and Kirby wins part 1 of the final HOH. Joining her will be the winner of part 2, Ghostface Killer. Okay, so Tashi completely shut out. She is the fading point of that love triangle here, and it is the scales of just us, the much missed final HOH competition where they have to answer how the jury answered newlywed game-esque questions about themselves. And it comes down to Kirby and the Ghostface Killer. The winner of the final HOH is Kirby. Kirby, look at this. Guaranteed final 2. Something you can never do in Australian Survivor.
I know. I'm excited for an opportunity for me to plead my case to the jury. I came in clutch when I absolutely needed to. No need to wait for it because we are going to the final 2.
Okay, well, Alexander Hamilton's unfortunately gone right there. But all right, Burby.
I'm Burby, okay? I'm Aaron Burby.
Let's bring up our
Furby.
Let's bring up our other final 2 here. Now, Ghostface, Tashi, I don't necessarily usually do this, but it's the final eviction, so why the heck not? I'll provide a little treat and a trick. You each have to give Kirby a reason as to why she should take you to the final 2 and evict the other person. Ghostface, let's start with you.
Wow, Mike. I mean, I don't really have anything prepared, but all I can say is, remember the good times that we had.
When I broke your stuff.
Remember when Ghostface kicked y'all's in the Big Brother house?
Well, I'm glad the singing didn't leave. It was a brief moratorium. Tashi, let's see if you're singing your swan song right now. What's your pitch to Kirby?
Listen, we're both athletes. We're both coaches. I'm hoping you're Australian open to taking me to the final 2. This could be it. I think you'd set yourself up well to be against me. I could coach you to that victory.
Okay, Kirby, Once again, the second round in a row, the decision is yours. Please approach the final two house guests not too close because one of them is a serial killer. And make the last decision. Who are you taking to the finale with you?
This is all feeling a bit janky, but I think I have to break the game just like I broke their stuff. Ghostface, I vote to evict you.
Oh my
Coaches,
god.
baby, athletes in the final two. Let's go.
Wow, look
Come
at
on.
this. All right, well, let's take away the final two here. Ghostface, God, what a road. What a road for you, and you finally reached the end of it. How are you feeling right now?
Oh man, Mike. I mean, it's hard to kill someone who's already dead, and I had a great time in here. I tried to make friends. Didn't end up going too well. I scared half of them to death, but I think it's about time that I take the mask off.
Yeah, so let's do this. You were undone by the final girl of Kirby. I think it makes sense that you unmask yourself. Take it off! Take it off!
Oh,
Ah!
oh my gosh. I can talk like a normal person now.
Oh my god!
Oh man. Mike, it's so hard changing your voice, man. It's so
What?
Oh
I
my gosh.
have been sitting here for 2.5 hours convinced that Omer is just trolling me the entire time. Holy, oh my god.
Listen, Mike, out there on the Survivor Island, we saw a journey where I just threw the towel in. You know, when times got tough out here in the Big Brother simulator, I couldn't take that mask off. I had to push through, not throw an hourglass, and stay committed to the bit.
This is truly like a Scream ending where it's like you had no idea who was under the mask. Oh my god. Well, Jelensky, you're a huge Big Brother fan. You finally got the opportunity to play. How's it feel for you?
You know, it's okay. I feel like I got a lot left in the tank, and who knows? Maybe next year I'll just cosplay as Jelensky.
There we go. The legend himself. Listen, this is spooky season. We know the monsters are all about, so we're happy to be talking with the monster himself. I'm going to let you, take a shower or sit in an ice bath or something.
Oh.
Thank you so much for committing.
Thank you for having me. I had such a blast.
Dude, always appreciate it. Thank you so much again. Oh my god. Good lord. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. That this all just made my night, but that's like the Reese's peanut butter cup you receive right at the end of the Halloween path. Oh, thank you, Jelensky. We love you so much. All right, I'm gonna bring in our final two here. I'm gonna bring in Kirby and Tashi.
What a twist.
That was unbelievable. All right, so we're running basically the length of a Big Brother season at this point, but let's go to our final two here. So here we go. Congratulations to the two of you. You have done what 10 others cannot and made it to the end of this game. You're facing the jury of the Ghostface Killer, Alexander Hamilton, Nicole Franzel, Foxy Cleopatra, Ferris, Rob, and Bella. Not enough time for jury questions / I do believe understandably a lot of people have dipped out of this, but let's have you each give a quick little pitch as to why you should be voted the winner of this season. Tashi, we'll start with you. Serve is yours.
My strategy was chaos, was to motivate everyone to just, be off of their game, so that they could, I could sneak in there and ace it. And I think I did just that. So I think they should vote for me to win. Yeah.
All right. Kirby, yet again, make a speech.
Despite voting for my own allies, I think I had a very strong social game. I was only nominated once against Ferris, and I think that was mainly to get him out, to prevent me from using the power of veto on him, as I am, of course, a comp beast. Again, winning POV after POV, HOHs when it was necessary. I think I deserve the $500,000.
Okay, and
75. How much money?
It's $750,000
in
now,
America.
Yeah.
That's true, actually. In Australia, I believe it is more. And those sirens in the background are, I believe, they're coming for Jelensky now that he's been identified as the Ghostface Killer. Let's get to the jury votes here, ladies. So you only need 4 votes to win here. For the last time, I was going to say I'll read the votes, but that's the wrong show. I will reveal the keys sticking out of the box as they give little quips along the way about who they're voting for. Let's work our way up here. Bella votes for Kirby to win the season. Rob Cesternino votes for Kirby. He loves Australian Survivor.
Blowout.
Ferris, let's see. Is Ferris going to honor the platonic relationship that he left the game with? Yes, he will. He votes for Kirby. Could this be much like the vote that crowned Ferris and be unanimous? Foxy Cleopatra votes. Congratulations, Kirby! You are the winner. And Liana just can't stop winning these things as Kirby is the winner of the season. Let's look at the other votes here. Nicole Hamilton.
Come on, one
it's
sympathy vote? No,
unanimous.
come on.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Kirby Giesling, it's 7-love,
Wow.
much like a proper tennis score, in
Oh,
favor
wow.
of Kirby here.
I'm actually genuinely shocked. Like, I was like, I'm doing nothing. I'm literally all I'm doing is yelling at people for bobbing for apples. For
That's
some
okay.
reason.
I think Tasha did less than that. Had a
That's what
perfectly
Big Brother-
good
that's what
alliance
Brother is all about,
who couldn't vote together, so it's totally fine. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh wow. I mean, I'd like to thank Kirby for my win. Thank you.
There we go. And maybe
No.
a bit of a progenitor
God.
for what we might see next year. We shall see. But there's still one more thing here to do, folks. America has been voting all season long for a favorite player among all 12 of you. And the winner comes down to Ferris, Ghostface Killer, and Nicole Franzel. Third place is Nicole.
Oh, she's gonna
And the
cry
fan
about it.
favorite is Ghostface
Wow.
Killer. Yeah.
That
great.
makes sense.
I think it
That
tracks.
tracks.
Yeah.
That tracks. Yeah.
Oh
I can see it.
my
Breaking the
God.
hourglass to winning fan favorite. We love.
Wow.
Look at all this. Look at all this that's going
Wow,
on.
we did it.
Here we are. This beautiful cast, this beautiful group of people that submitted themselves for a night of absolute tomfoolery. This is ridiculous. Let's take a look at some other fancy schmancy weekly popularity. You can look at Tashi was cruising to the top initially, but then it was all Ghostface Killer from then on out. They were the fan favorite. Makes sense. They were the underdog. Kirby, America hated
Okay, yeah.
you.
No. Well, I'm
The
Australian.
only other person who
kidding.
worse than you was Rob with the
Jesus
popularity of 0.
Wow.
They really wanted to see more bobbing for apples. They were like, we are
Yeah,
pro
what the hell?
bobbing for apples.
Well, the
More
problem is that it
apples.
actually got cut out of the episodes just on the live feeds too. You know, yeah.
And
I know,
Rob,
they were
I think
tanking my rating on Jokers.
Rob truly found out what happens if you F around and find out. He has a popularity of 0 to end the season. He is one of the most hated house guests in Big Brother history.
Well, that tracks. I think, like, at least the simulation is reflective of how we all feel about Rob Cesternino. Yeah.
Never,
Not
never.
like the blanketing. They did not.
All right,
like that.
I'm gonna remove this. Let's bring on. I'll bring on everybody who's left, which I think are just a couple of people at
Oh
this
my God.
point. Oh my God! And I'm gonna bring on Derek as well, if that's okay, because Derek, you were the one who put this all together from the Brant Steele to the casting. For those who don't know, Derek does so much stuff behind the scenes from RHAP, including from a patron perspective. He's got a lot of patron. The patron pulse is happening. We sometimes do these Brant Steeles for patrons as well. So Derek, truly, this was such a blast, such a great way to kick off the holiday week. And thank you so much for making it all happen.
You guys were all better than I had ever hoped this could have gone. So thank you all.
Oh my God. Well, that's going to do it. I guess we could do like one plug each, I suppose. Like one piece of candy. Like you can have one piece of candy and then the rest later. Puya, plug something.
Find me talking everything on my Twitch, twitch.tv/Puya.
All right, Shannon.
It's impossible that Jelinski was Ghostface. Can we just talk about that? We just got trashed for
Nice
hours.
work, Derek.
What the hell?
Derek, nice. That was
I
very
was
good.
What
drunk
the
on
hell?
Omer the entire time, thinking it was goddamn Omer.
Amazing.
I actually
Like no doubt, I thought it was Omar. I
never
absolutely.
for 1 second doubted it that it was Omar. I genuinely can't believe that happened. My
Mike,
whole
if we could get the
reality
clip of Mike
tilted.
seeing it,
That was good.
somebody, please.
So
That was
good.
good.
That was crazy. Okay, that was
Yeah.
insane.
That was
I don't even
wild.
know I'm plugging Survivor Global this week.
But
with
yeah,
your
it
friends,
does now
Ferris
seem
and
like
Kirby.
RHAP. I'm so sorry. RHAP Mass Singer does need to happen now. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
But
that
it
was
does-
crazy.
Like
Oh my
with the
God.
live reaction,
Figure
like
it out.
That would be
That was
the
good.
best, actually.
sorry,
That was
Shannon.
good.
Sorry, I
Funny.
apologize.
Jelinski went on the wrong show. He was on Survivor. He needed to be on Masked Singer because that was so good. It was ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Yes, no, plugging Survivor Global this week with Ferris and Kirby's former castmates, Eden and Mark. Will handle line, so that's what's happening. And well done to Aaron Burby, an Australian, taking it out. If someone who killed me in a duel don't love it, shocked I would vote that way, but an Australian, so that's what matters, really.
Yeah.
All right. Grace, what do you want to plug?
Tastemakers on Me No Scripted TV. Tara and I are releasing the top 5 horror movies of last year. That should be out tomorrow, so enjoy that. Yeah.
All right. Aaron Burby, Liana, we missed you on the B&B this week, but anything you want to plug?
Ooh. Still gonna plug it anyway. Of course, check out the B&B, and if you haven't watched Australian Survivor Titans v Rebels, highly recommend.
This is a great plug for Titans v Rebels. If you
Yeah,
support Kirby in this game, you're gonna
highly.
love Kirby in the Australian Survivor Titans v Rebels.
Or Ferris is also there.
Yeah. Mike.
All right. Listen, Kirby is the winner tonight, so that's why I wanted to honor her. Though of course
Yes.
Ferris is incredible
Praise
as well.
Ferris is in that season as well.
As well as the many people that Ferris shouted out in his DRs. David Bloomberg, what do you have going on?
Why Blank Lost every week, and at David Bloomberg TV on every video site there is.
Chantel, what's happening?
You can subscribe to Reality Realness with 3 S's. I've been talking with my dad and my stepmom about Survivor. And so if you want to, attend a Francis family affair as we discuss Survivor, hang out with me on my channel.
And then Derek, what do you want to plug about like the RHAP patron program or anything for people that are interested?
I mean, we have a lot going on. If you've never been a patron, or if you're a patron and you haven't been involved yet, now's the best time. We're getting ready for Houston. We're going to be planning a lot of in-person stuff at the Houston event for anyone who's coming out there. But we got book clubs going on. We got game nights. So yeah, if you're looking to do stuff, look for us out on the Patron Pulse and everywhere around Patreon.
The Patron Pulse, you can listen to it if you're not a patron, right? That's
Yes,
right.
yes.
Yeah.
You can,
so people should check that out. Yeah.
Yeah. If you subscribe to RHAP on Patreon for free, you don't have to pay anything and you get access to the Patron Pulse, which is fun.
All right, amazing. And of course, you can follow everything I'm doing at a Mike Bloom type. But a lot of stuff out there besides doing these absolute absurd things in the podcast verse. Last thing I will plug, actually. So one of the reasons why Rob could not be here tonight, except for Maggie embodying his spirit, is because he was at the premiere of We Stand Cagayan, which is a new documentary in which several talking heads, including a few that were on this very podcast, talk about just the gloriousness that is Survivor Cagayan 10 years later. So they just had an early screening of it tonight in Philadelphia, but it should be dropping for everybody tomorrow at, I believe, 7 Eastern, much like several in honor of our Ghostface killer here on YouTube. Check it out. Grace helped work on it. I know it's from what I've seen so far, it is really, really fun. If you love like I love the 80s, 90s, 2000s stuff, it is right in that wheelhouse about one of our favorite Survivor seasons. So be sure to check that out, as well as all the other stuff RHAP has to offer. This was wild. This was absolutely bananas. Thank you all for committing. Both you immediately here and everybody in the chat and all the players that came before. Like, my God, you all brought it in so many ways. This was an immensely enjoyable night. We were not tricked. We were certainly in for a treat this time around. So I hope everyone is also checking it out after the fact. Let us know your thoughts in the comments as per usual. And if you want to see more of these, who knows, the holiday season is right around the corner. So maybe we'll fire up some more of these. But for now, we all need to crash a la coming down from a sugar high after such an exciting series of events. So that's going to do it for tonight's podcast. I hope everybody has a very happy and safe Halloween. Until next time, everybody, take care. Good boo.